Hello, my beautiful movie peeps. Welcome to a Friday live stream here in the empty old live stream studio. I hope it's not too echoey. I'm talking pretty loud, and all of it is just coming back to me here. So, nice to see you guys here. You're late. Yeah, sorry, okay? I was trying to get it weird. Yeah, I know. Chat, please slow down. No, chat, do not slow down. Go crazier, chat. Go intense and insane. How are you guys doing here? Oh, let me just go ahead and say hi to everybody. Oh, Chris, sup, Ola, yeah, whoa, the goat, bah, bah. That's the sound the goatees make. Hey, Chris. Hey, Superman. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, man, guys, I am so sorry. It has been a terrible couple of days for me. I hate moving, okay? I regret my decision to move homes. This has been awful. All the packing, all the doing. I don't want to do this anymore. Somebody come do this for me. I hate it. But no, I am not in the new house yet. I know you guys keep asking every video. You probably won't see me in the new house until like 2 months. It's not going to be ready to move in there. I still have to sell this current house, which is the pain in the butt also. I've never had to do that, okay? I went from, just move from an apartment to a house, real simple. I've never done the process where you also have to sell the house, and that is such a pain in the butt. My realtor made me buy flower pots for every little room because they're like, oh, it'll go good for the photos. People will like it, the staging. I'm like, tell them it's the 3C house. It'll be sold for millions. But they don't understand. They'll never understand. Can you? Oh, dudes, that's how I'm feeling today. So, honestly, guys, I was just tired. I was trying to think of like interesting subjects to talk about in this live stream since I missed last week's live stream because of the move again. Sorry. So I was just like, screw it, man. Let's just have it. Ask me anything. Mainly try and keep it movie related. That would be really nice. But yeah, feel free to ask me anything. We'll see what we go through. There was like only one interesting topic I wanted to discuss here. Well, there was a couple of interesting things we could get into just off the top before we get into any other things. But tomorrow I'm planning to make a Superman update because there have been some interesting stuff there. I was going to talk about it on the live stream, but I was like, no, that deserves its own video. Looks like we might know who the villain is, and it's either going to disappoint or really excite people, and I've been seeing so many people just kind of disappointed. So be ready for that video tomorrow. But all right, let's go into just like a couple of things I wanted to dive into before we just dive into some questions here off to the side. Let me get this open up. Okay, start off with this. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this here, but they announced Garfield and his popcorn bucket is going to be coming to a theater near you. Garfield, massive head, is becoming a popcorn bucket. If you've ever daydreamed about getting a massive head from Garfield, get your lasagnas out and it's coming. This is insane, man. Why is this a thing now? When did this start happening? That popcorn buckets are just now meant to be some sort of like easy little pop culture viral thing going on. I cannot remember. The Doom popcorn bucket definitely took it to another level, and man, I had to pack that. I used to have it here ready on the go whenever I needed it, okay? You know what I'm saying? But no, the Doom popcorn bucket is not here. So Garfield and this massive head. I believe this is going to be from Regal, but it could be going to a lot of other movie theater chains. And you know what? I'm going to have to get it. I didn't want to be the one to say it. I keep saying it. I didn't see anybody talking about popcorn buckets till your boy 3C started making videos and talking about them and showcasing them. So I felt a little bit like Oppenheimer. I was like, what have I started? What have I begun? I was like, me talking to Albert Einstein. You remember when we said popcorn buckets would one day be effable? The day has come, and I'm going to get it from that massive Garfield head. Oh, yeah, lasagna's so good. So this is my fault, okay? I introduced it into the world. I made it go viral. And I'm not lying. Go check my TikTok page. 1 million views from those Doom popcorn bucket videos. So that's just what's going on now. We'll see how this one turns out. I think it's just still so fun when movies do this. And then at the end of the year, we do our popcorn ranking video and just have fun remembering the movies we saw. So look forward to Garfield. You know, I'm still wondering if Deadpool is going to keep their promise of having an interesting popcorn bucket. Ryan Reynolds did that joke tweet where he's like, wait till you see the popcorn bucket. I'm thinking the man was just joking, but dude, it'd be so hilarious if they try to up the Dune popcorn bucket with something. So let me know how many of you guys were going to be getting the Garfield one. Next up here, something I've been waiting for, man, is we finally got an update on when we're getting the first trailer for Maxine. This is the prequel. See, A24 here posted about it. The first trailer for Maxine is releasing this Monday. Okay, I've gotten a little bit more settled, and I have like a basic setup right here. So hopefully I'll be right here to react to it and do a little, I don't know if I will say breakdown. How do you really break down the Maxine? Like, oh, see, this is an Easter egg to Pearl, the crazy lady that killed, and then the X. This could lead to a civil war. Hey, it's not those kind of movies, but yo, I'm looking forward to this. And they did reveal like a little small snippet. It's just a GIF, you know, whatever your political belief is. And it's just Maxine walking down a dark alley. I'm excited for this movie. I really want to see it. And you know, I just did my review for The First Omen, and it's pretty good. Watch the review if you have time. It'd be nice of you. But I mentioned at the end of that video, it was like a lot of people were saying this is the best horror movie of 2024, and I was like, I liked it, but like that, like to call it the best. And then I saw all the other movies that have been released so far, and I was like, dude, you're right. So right now it's kind of been like a slow start for horror. We got some cool ones up and coming. Maxine is definitely one of them. But I'm ready for something to kick it out of the park, man. I don't think there's a horror movie I walked out of this year so far where I was like, dude, that was crazy. First Omen was pretty good, though, but just didn't have that immense, exciting feeling just yet. So, Maxine, look for it Monday. I can't wait to see what it looks like, how bloody and crazy it gets. And that's the end of a little trilogy there, man. That's the end of that little trilogy. Wonder if we're going to see Old Lady Tatas again. That's still what blew my mind last in that first X movie. That was so uncomfortable, some of that stuff. Then from there, Disney today just like revealed a bunch of release dates for their stuff. So let's just go through some of those release dates. Let's start off here. Let's see. Let's start off with Moana and the release dates of all this. Oh, dude, there's so many of these. So the live action Moana. Or should I just go to Discussing Films? I think Discussing Films had it best. Let's just do that. Jeez, looking at these articles and having ad blocker pop up and whatnot, dude. No. All right, let's go down. Okay, here we go. So I guess we'll start with Toy Story 5. So here we have it dated now. It got moved. So Toy Story 5 will now release June 19th, 2026. Dude, I used to do the thing. I see a lot of you guys do it whenever we talk about release dates for movies we're looking forward to. You guys always do the thing where it's like, man, I'm going to be 17 when that movie comes out. I'm going to be 23. I stopped doing that a long time ago. I used to do that all the time whenever like the next SpiderMan movie was announced. I'd do the math. I'd go, whoa, I'm going to see that when I'm 20. That's going to be crazy. I'm at the age now where it's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know how old I'm going to be, but let's just do the math for fun. 26, so how about 2 years from now, Papa's going to be 31. Where did the time go? Papa's going to be 31, watching them toys do a crazy adventure, trying to relive my childhood. Dude, that's crazy. There's a lot of hopes for this movie, obviously. We want Toy Story 5 to be good. Nobody wants... Bro, you're old. I hate you. I hate all of you. I saw someone in the chat right before the live stream because of all your guys' Gat and Riz questions, and someone was like, dude, 80% of your audience is 10-year-olds. I'm happy to have these 10-year-olds, but man, do they make me feel old sometimes. Wait, see, we got another 30-year-old in the chat. Right here, senior citizen discount, buddy. Senior citizen discount. I'll be 22. Still a youngling, man. Let me suck your young. Okay, that went a little far. I'm sorry. I apologize. But getting back to Toy Story here, we want this to be good. I think a lot of people were divided by the end of Toy Story 4, right? I thought it was a bold ending to have the toys split up. You know, Woody goes off with Bo Peep, his love interest. Bros before, you know. Woody, you broke the rule. And then Buzz is over there. Obviously, they're going to get back together, and I think they're going to kind of, I don't want to say retcon that ending, but give us probably an ending where they all stay together. Who knows if Forky comes back? I'm thinking that dude's already in the trash compactor or something, right? No way Forky's still alive. If Forky is alive, dude, we got bigger problems, okay? Bonnie, you're a hoarder, all right? You shouldn't be keeping trash around, Bonnie. That's going to be the plot of Toy Story 5, is Bonnie trying to get rid of all her trash, but he's my fork friend. All right, so I hope it's good. I know a lot of people are worried about it, but I hope it's good. 31, man, dude. When Toy Story 3 came out, I was just graduating high school. That movie was so... I'm sorry, I'm still on this subject, but dude, Toy Story 3, it made me bawl my eyes out. I was so connected with the movie. Andy was going to college. I was graduating high school, going to college. That ending broke me. They should have just ended it there. Okay, anyways, then another release date they confirmed here is the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And that'll be coming out May... I thought this movie was this year, wasn't it? Or it's filming this year, right? Dang, they moved it out of 2025. So this one will also be 2026. Okay, that's fine. 2025 was looking packed. I'm curious to see this movie. I saw seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian, and I liked it. I like Grogu. But then I had no interest to watch season 3, and I kind of lost, wanting to see it. I hope this movie's good. Like, I can't think of the next Star Wars movies where I would feel the hype I felt when, like, The Force Awakens came out. I wasn't even a big Star Wars guy, and I remember that Force Awakens hype. Everybody was like, new Star Wars, yeah. I don't know if people are going to feel that way come this movie coming out, or the Rey movie, But, hey, I hope it's good. Then this Tron movie, the Tron movie is looking crazy. I got to pull up some set photos that have been released to Tron because I'm like, dude, this thing looks good. So this will be released October 10th, 2025. And let me see if I can actually find the photos. Not look up. Tron updates. I think there's an account that does these updates. Let me see if I can find it. Tron photos. I was looking at them. They popped up on my feed the other day, and I was like, dude, they look so good. See if I can get them. Is it these? Dude, something's like on my screen. I can't take it off. Hang on, guys. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. There you go. Dude, what the heck? This is awful. Okay. Let me, it's just stuck on my screen. Okay. I'm going to have to exit out of this. Sorry, guys. Something's on my screen that it won't go off. Freaking glitches, dude. What's so unprofessional, Chris? The people, man, they need your professionality in these videos. All these editing mistakes, grammar mistakes. Can't even pronounce celebrity names, Chris. Why do you do this for a living, Chris? Sorry. That brings us to today's sponsor, BetterHelp. If you're in need... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sponsored by BetterHelp. Okay, where was I? The Tron photos. I wanted to show you guys these Tron photos because I was like, what? So it looks like, okay, they're pulling up here. Okay. So here we have some photos. Look at this. So the plot of this movie again is that there's an AI being. So like a human AI type, not a human, a robot made out of AI that goes from the Tron world into our real world. That's going to be Jared Leto's character. And he's on a mission to, like, Tronify our real world. This right here, obviously, you can see some blue screen, a couple of LED red lights. Oh, dude, that's going to be kind of epic. I liked Tron Legacy because we spent so much time in the Tron world. Cinematography was beautiful. That score was beautiful. Honestly, just like a great-looking movie. Still looks good to this day. I'm going to kind of miss that we're not spending the whole movie in the Tron world, probably expensive, but to then see a lot of those Tron stuff come into our world, like this is obviously some sort of Tron ship. We're probably going to see light bikes on the highway with the toll tags going. Yeah, come get me. Send me that bill in the Tron world. And then look, it looks like we have another AI being appearing. Oh, dude, this is crazy. So it's almost like Terminator meets Tron is what it looks like it's going to be. But I thought these photos were like awesome. It like really got me interested in the movie. I'm like, this is gonna look cool. It's gonna look cool. It's so funny how special effects are done. Right here, she's getting the Tron swirl of death. Yes, that's if you've read the Tron comics, you know about the Tron swirl of death. I'm not talking out of my butt. That's a real thing. It's a real thing. I wouldn't lie to you, baby. I wouldn't lie to you. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, and then and then we got the final release dates. Was that the last one? Let me just double check. So we got that. Oh yeah, and then the live action Moana movie that I'm like, why are you doing this? Well, just give us that sequel. Hopefully it's good. We do not need a live action Moana, but July 10th, 2026. So far, 2026, I'm just looking forward to Toy Story 5. No offense to Mandalorian or live action Moana, but yeah, they're trying to pack 2026, y'all. And yeah, we got CinemaCon next week, which I did a video on the two side flicks ago, preparing for side flicks. So hopefully we'll do some good stuff there. Okay, that was just a couple of things. Now I'm going to get into your Ask Me Anything questions. And yeah, let's just get into that, baby. So I'm going to go into the regular chat for a bit, then I'm going to go into the super chat. Really? Seriously? I wish I knew what we was talking about there. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. What are your thoughts on Invincible 2 as a whole? Okay, we could talk about that. So, spoilers, if you have not seen Invincible Season 2 yet, it's been out for a little bit. I will talk about it. Overall, I loved it. I thought they did a really good job. I think I would have liked the multiverse stuff to have been more present in the second half. I hate how they introduced it in like, because I know the one thing you guys really want me to talk about is the freaking SpiderMan thing. They introduced the multiverse aspect that I thought was so interesting and so well done for like the first episode, and then it's abandoned all until like the last episode. And I was like, okay, it was still cool to see, but I was kind of hoping for that story to be fleshed out more. But in between, I'm still really into the story involving the Viltrumites, Alan the alien getting an upgrade I thought was really cool. Freaking Invincible getting a little purple brother I enjoyed and whatnot. But I know you guys want me to talk about Agent Spider, right? So it had been rumored for a while that they were going to introduce Spider-Man into the show, because in the comics there's a story where Invincible meets Spider-Man through the multiverse and whatnot, and they even got the voice actor, is it Yuri? I believe is his name, who also does it for the Insomniac Spider-Man. Looks like they could not get permission from frickin' Marvel, so they had to go with this ripoff version. But I don't mind it. I mean, you could obviously tell who this is supposed to be. That's Spider-Man, and he's fighting what is supposed to be Dr. Octopus, but here it's named Professor Octopus. I thought it was a cool scene. I liked it. I mean, the voice acting definitely made me just think Spider-Man. It works so well. I thought it was cool. It just sucks that they couldn't get it. I saw there was one person who animated it to see what it would look like. And I was like, yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been nice, but I think it's effective. I saw so many people upset. But then I saw one tweet that went viral that it's like, dude, perfect. Sony can't even get Spider-Man to show up in their spin-off movies. Okay? Spider-Man don't show up in Venom. Spider-Man not showing up in Kraven. What, you think it was going to show up in Invincible? It's like, that's so true. Sony can't even get Spider-Man in their own stuff. Like, how are you going to expect them to be there? So I don't think people should have been upset. It makes sense. It was a long shot. I know Sony's dipping into R-rated content now with Kraven the Hunter and the rumored R-rated Venom show. But so I still didn't think they would do like the R-rated Invincible, like have Spider-Man in there. So he's such a family-friendly character. It's like, we can't have him show up in Invincible. That show's bloody, especially with things that happen in that episode. Then there was also the Batman cameo that they're also like, oh, it's not it's not Batman. That's not Batman. Where he's just like talking to a guy off screen. Dude, I can't spell Batman. What the heck? And he like is saying, I was like, but you're a man and you're dressed like a bat. Don't you think that's kind of lazy? See, it happens in the comics, word for word. They did it here. That was awesome. So yeah, they handled the multiverse side of it really good. I like the story. I just hate the way Amazon went about releasing the show. I think that's really killed so much hype, because usually I knew a new Invincible episode was coming because I would see so much buzz, so much people talking about it online. And the way they cut this season in half, already 4 episodes, and then they released them without any marketing and whatnot, like, it just like, there's nobody talking about it. And I know that like shouldn't matter, but in streaming nowadays, you need viral buzz and people talking about a show to keep it alive and going, or they cancel it, you know? So I don't know. That's the only thing I really dislike is the way Amazon has been handling the marketing of the show. But overall, I liked it. I liked it, man. I liked it. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. Let me see if we got anything more. Then we go into the super chatty chat. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Let's see what you guys say. Thank you so much for that compliment. That's so nice of you. What was the very first popcorn bucket you ever got? I told you, I really did not care for popcorn buckets. I thought they were dumb, but it was the Batman popcorn bucket that came out freaking in when the Batman movie was coming out. Because, dude, how do you not buy this? I remember I didn't even know this was a thing until I went to the theater. And then at the theater, getting ready to watch Batman, I see on the screen, they're like, oh, they got, that looks, can I get that? That'd be nice. And dude, I love that thing. I still have it. It's in storage right now, like all my other stuff. But this was my first popcorn bucket. Before that, I never collected them. My dad wasn't into them or the tin cans. Just not. But that's what got me addicted, is seeing that cow, the popcorn thing. And from there, I just started buying the unique looking ones. And now we've made history, okay? From Dune to Garfield giving head. We'll all cherish this popcorn bucket era one day. All right. Let's see some of these super chats. Okay. Hey, Chris, what's up? Do you think about the Willy Wonka experience incident? What do you think about the Willy Wonka experience incident? And do you know a horror movie is being made? It's nuts. Yeah, I made a whole video talking about that experience whenever it came out because of the AI connection it had to it and the way you could just easily scam people now with AI. The horror movie thing, it's going to be another cheap, quickly done thing. It's probably going to look a lot like the first Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie. So I don't really care or interested in that. It's just more people trying to make a quick buck. But yeah, whatever makes money, right? All right. Thoughts on Tron Ares release date. Some are worried Disney doesn't have faith in it because it's October. Daily Dose of Tron. Are you the account I was just on where you bring us all the Tron news? Dude, you do a great job, my friend. I always see you posting the Daily Dose of Tron. Let me see if I can pull you up here. That way I can give you some Daily Dose of Tron. That's where I see a lot of the Tron set photos and stuff, guys. Looks like they're a fan that watches. Let me follow on my second account here. Some are worried that Disney doesn't have faith in it because it's October. No, I think October is actually like a really good month lately. October has been a great month for movies like this. It could be that maybe they're going with a more horror vibe to it. The red lights, the AI robot, maybe they are leaning into that Terminator kind of scary AI approach to it. I think they'll have faith in it. I mean, I'm not crazy about Jared Leto being one of the main characters. I know he's a good actor, but I'm kind of like, I'd rather have someone else do it. I think from everything I've been seeing, especially like the set photos and stuff that you post and all that stuff, like it looks cool. I like the concept. We'll see the trailer though. People are just so quick to like be, bashful of Disney, get rid of everything they're doing, saying it's woke. I mean, I know as soon as I pulled up this photo, what some of the comments are going to say. Oh, they got woke people in the Tron world. No. But it just comes down to if the movie's good or not, man. I mean, like, dude, that suit is awesome. If I can find a way to buy this suit with some red lights, I will go nuts and get it. So I have faith it'll be good, but we'll see. We'll wait and see until the first trailer. I like the plot of the movie, though. I really do. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. Are you going to be at Houston Horror Film Fest? Oh, no. When is that? I've been wanting to go to some film festivals, man. Just with all the moving and stuff. I've never heard of this one, though. I know right now there's a film festival called the Overlook one. I think like Cody Leach and Sean Chandler are at that, so that's kind of cool. Horror. Can I spell horror? Film festival. Let me see if there's anything like worth it. I could think about going, but nah. I'm not even a big traveler. I'll go to Mexico to eat a Kong burger, dude. But to go see a movie, that's ridiculous. I'll do it to bite them black Kong cheeks, though. Oh, people dress up and stuff? That might make me want to go. Look at this. That's cool. I'll look into it, my friend. But as of right now, no. As of right now, no. Thank you, though. I will be at Texas Frightmare here in Dallas because it's right in my backyard, you know? All right. Let's see. Lakota Tis just sends in some support. Appreciate that. Kobe already sends in some support. Thank you so much, my friend. What happened to the... Oh, dude. Me moving, man. It's been so hard to create content when I have to take away everything that, I'm like right now I'm in the editing room, but the studio is completely gone. I had to repaint the room white, get rid of all my desk, my stuff. It just like with all the moving, I just didn't have time to do it, unfortunately. It was either do the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 spoiler review or the Godzilla and Kong spoiler review, and I kind of wanted to talk about the spoilers of Godzilla and Kong more. But hey, if things settle down a little bit more, I'll post some spoiler talk on the Clips channel and stuff. But yeah, sorry about that. Just some stuff is hard to do when I'm moving, my friend. Hey, 3C, I'm in the shower while watching this. Without me? Oh, dude, I used to pull that move in middle school thinking I was clever, talking over there to my crush and texting. Without me? Oh, dude, I was one of those. At least I was never where my hug at? That was never me. I was never one of those. Where my hug at? Choose. Even I knew. I would look at them like, where my hug at? Bro, get out of here. What you do? But in the shower without me, that was unfortunately 3C. 3C with negative 2.5 Riz. That was me doing that, man. You excited for Beetle Juice? Beetle Juice. Now that I rewatched the movie, after all you guys telling me, like, Chris, the movie's good. What do you mean? Go rewatch. Yeah. I did. I mentioned it before whenever the Beetlejuice stuff was coming up. I saw the movie once when I was like super little, and I just remember not like caring about it. So I was like, the movie must suck. Because like I've seen so many movies when I was little that they like just engrave in my brain and I love them. And if that didn't leave an impact, I just didn't think. But I guess, I don't know, maybe my frontal lobe was not fully developed when I saw it. So then after you guys told me, you need to rewatch it, Chris, I did. And I was like, oh, that is really good. It is really, I love the effects in it. The story, I don't know why I didn't know that was the story. I think that's such a cool premise over there. Like, that there's a paranormal exorcist for humans and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited for it now even more. Like at first I was just going to watch it just to support Jenna Ortega because I like Jenna. But now I really actually want to see where the story goes and if they're planning for more, you know? Any news on if they would make an Escape Room 3? So I was thinking about that just the other day because I forget who we were talking about. I think it was going to be the rumored director for Ready or Not 2. And I was like, oh, this is going to be the guy who made the Escape Room movies. And I'm like, are they going to make a third one? And I did see on his IMDb, let me see, Escape Room director. On his IMDb, it said that it's in the works. Not now. Let's see. Let me go into it and see if it's still there, or maybe I was imagining things. But like, again, guys, if you have not seen Escape Room, I think they're a little underrated. They are not masterpieces. They're not amazing movies. But I think the sets they build and the little traps and stuff, I think is so inventive and fun. The characters could be a little better, and the world building on why these escape rooms exist is kind of But I think the first two movies are actually a lot of fun. Like, they're basically PG-13 Saw movies, but I really like them. And so I was like, give me the next one, man. Let me see here. Oh, no, it looks like it's not in the works. I thought it was. Maybe I was confusing it with this turn. Dang, I would have loved to see another one. I hope they're making another one, but I do not see one right now. I hope they make a third one because I think it'd be really cool. Yeah, I like that movie, man, but it looks like right now the third one is in question. All right, will you be watching WrestleMania this weekend? Unfortunately, that's one of those things I never got into, my friends. This is how you know I'm not fake. I don't just talk about everything here. Sometimes I get those comments. It's like, you're so fake. You don't like all this stuff. You're just talking about what's popular. If that's true, I would be making tons of videos on Star Wars, James Bond, wrestling. I never got into wrestling, man. I had cousins that were really into wrestling, had John Cena posters, and were doing all those things, playing the wrestling PlayStation games. But I never got into it. I don't know why. I just like, I would watch it and I'd be like, I don't think this is for me. But I like John Cena. I like The Rock. So yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, not much of a wrestling guy. But I always know when it's on. Tons of people on my feed are always talking about it. I'm like, oh, it's good for them. Good for them. All right. Hey, Chris, been watching you since 2019. Are you going to post the Winnie 2 spoiler review? Like I said, if I post it, I'll do it on the Clips channel. Now that I've kind of gotten settled down and I've done a lot of the major packing, a little bit more calmer, I can go back to making some content until I have to move again, which is like in another week. But yeah, and I just mean move locations. It's been so hectic. I'm going to be living with family till my new house is ready, and then I have to set up this whole setup again in another little smaller room. So you're going to see the set change a little bit, but you won't see the actual new studio for like 2 months. But yeah. All right. Let's see. You wins an oiled up twerk off. You are Mike Myers. Dude, me. Mike wouldn't even move. Mike would just stand there. You'd oil him up and he'd be... And then I'd be there. It'd be me all day. Mike wouldn't touch me. Hot take. Do we need a new Avengers movie before Kang Dynasty? Just as a catch-up. Bring new characters together and set up Kang Dynasty. You know, I think there was like a small update about that right before we went live. Let me see if I can... Avengers... Let's see if I think I saw like a tweet or something before I went live today. Avengers. Let me see. I think it was filming. I saw something. Okay, so last was like April 19th. Oh, that was 2023. Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on with this Avenger movie. Like, I know Kevin Feige has a plan, and maybe in his mind it all looks like it makes a lot of sense and it's gonna like blow our minds. But right now, I cannot tell you how they even jump into this Avenger movie, who is the main character of it. You know, we've heard the rumors that it's gonna all be from the perspective of SpiderMan Tom Holland for like this Kang one, but I don't know, man. Like you can feel the Marvel hype dying down. It used to be 3-4 years ago. You would see Marvel videos and updates get amazing, crazy views. That ain't happening no more, my friends. Let me tell you, it ain't happening. And I don't even mean me, because I was making my horror Chucky videos then, but I would watch all my other YouTube mutuals with like Everything Always, Cosmic Wonder, new rock stars to an extent. Heavy spoilers, hate you, Paul. And I was like, dude, they're getting them views. Good for them. I gotta talk me some Marvel too. And now, dude, it's just people aren't that hyped no more. I don't know if people are just like, you know, maybe like are busy, like maybe the main Marvel audience has like grown up a little bit and have other priorities, so there's not that much, or just the interest is really gone with a lot of the main characters out. So I'm curious about it. I like your idea about the catch-up, but I think that's what Kang Dynasty is going to be, is like the kind of Avengers catch-up, reset-up, this is the team, and then Secret Wars comes out, and that's like supposed to be the big one. So I feel like Kang Dynasty in a weird way is that catch-up movie that you're talking about here. All right, let's see here. I want Mangle to bite some heads off in FNAF 2. Now, that would be pretty cool. But did they set up Mangle yet, though? Mangle's the right one I'm talking about, right? It's kind of like that foxy-looking one. Watch, I'm going to be so wrong. Yeah, the one with the foxy head on it. Dude, that'd be cool. I still want to know, you know, what FNAF 2 is going to look like. We keep hearing it's like delayed and they're trying to get the story right. I still wonder for the second movie how much creative control Scott Cawthon has, because he had a lot of creative control in the last movie. Mangle there would be awesome, though. Would be a good little bite scene. Final thoughts on Invincible and Agents. Oh yeah, well I just talked about it. I really thought it was cool. Invincible 2. I thought the Agent Spider stuff was good. I talked about it a little bit early on the stream, but I thought it was nice. I liked the Invincible 2, and I didn't mind that they couldn't use the real Spider-Man. Like, I get it. All right, let's see here. Thank you though for support, my friend. When Godzilla x Kong now out, what are your favorite movies, villains, movies, etc. from the two Titans? All right. I mean, if we're going with just the legendary MonsterVerse, let me see here. The MonsterVerse. Because I really didn't like talk about that. I wanted to do like a quick ranking video and things like that. So, looking at these here, let me get a better photo, dude. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, if I had to rank these movies, and again, this is just my honest opinion, don't go crazy on me. To me, number one, is Skull Island. I still think Kong Skull Island is not only like one of the most beautiful movies in the MonsterVerse. I think the cast is really great. The human story was done well in there. It set up a lot of the world. Kong was obviously awesome and a lot of great fight scenes in there. Kong Skull Island is the best of both worlds. You have that zany, crazy action in there, but it's vibrant, it's beautiful, and it's got a nice story to it. Kong Skull Island is what we should aim for. Second on my list, I'd probably go with Godzilla 2014, but I have not seen that movie in a while. I remember really liking it, but I have like no urge to go back to it, but I still know it's a really well-made movie. They really built up the scale. Gareth Edwards really did a good job with that, making Godzilla feel gigantic. Like, Godzilla has not felt as huge as he has since that movie. Like, I know he's still just as big, but like the way he was captured there was really good. Story was a little off. I hate that they killed Bryan Cranston right off in the beginning like that. So that's where I would go with that. Then I would honestly put Godzilla x Kong. I maybe story and narrative wise, Godzilla versus Kong is a better movie, but New Empire was just so much fun. I loved how cartoony and zany the world got. I loved the action sequences. I loved, even though, you know, he had his missteps, the scenes between Kong and Scar King, Shimo, all that. Like, it was just a fun movie. I saw it twice in the theaters. I had a good time both times. Yeah, it still needs some work with like the human subplot, and some things got a little too silly, but dude, I just thought that movie was so fun. Then I'd go Godzilla versus Kong. Still, like, that Mechagodzilla battle and all those videos we did talking about the buildup. It's like, is that villain going to be there? Is he be there? That sometimes is always so fun to me. And then, sorry, King of Monsters at the end. King Ghidorah is cool. I'm not going to lie. Godzilla's badass in that movie. All the monsters kneeling to him. That's cool. It's great. I love it. But the movie bored me, man. The human story was just not it. I could not get into it. Like, it was crazy. I was sitting in that theater excited for it. And I'm like, dude, this Godzilla's awesome, but like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just was not into it, unfortunately. So that's my ranking. That's my ranking. And right there. Yeah. There you go. Cuckoo. You guys have now, I know it's so hard for me to say that. I now know it is Cuckoo. That makes a lot more sense. But that is not how Cuckoo is spelled, and you know it, okay? So it always trips me up. I think Cuckoo or Cuckoo. So it's Cuckoo, like Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, Cuckoo, Maxine, They Follow. I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready too. Those movies look so good. I can't wait to see what They Follow is like. When does that movie come out again? That's the sequel. They Follow. I don't know if like the Hollywood strike ruined that. They Follow, or is I guess, all right, It Follows 2. When is that coming out? Late. Oh, it's coming out this year? I didn't know it was this year. What? I thought it was like next year. I have not heard anything about filming. I'm curious though. They Follow. That's going to be such an interesting movie. The Ghost STD strikes again. Wrap it up, my friends. That's what it is, that demon or ghost, whatever you want to call it. Did you see that Sideshow Ghostface collectible? Oh, man, don't do this to me. I just packed so much junk and stuff I don't need. I don't need to be knowing about more stuff. Ghostface Sideshow. Is there a new one? Dude, I love me collecting Ghostface stuff. So is it the one jumping out the window? Because I have seen, I own this one. This one I own. I have him. He's in storage right now, though. Is it this one? Dude, $3,000 though. Or is that just someone putting it on eBay? Maybe I should just go to the actual Sideshow website. Let's see. This is not sponsored or anything, guys. I just want to look into what this person is saying here. Let's see. Ghost Face. What is it? What do they got for me, my friend? Oh, if it's this thing, yeah, $700. That's not bad. That's not bad. How big is it? How big is it? Ghostface, show me how big is it. Calculating. 22.5 inches. Oh, so the Drake edition. That's cool. Dude, looks nice. Looks nice, but I can't be spending more stuff on junk, man. I can't be spending more stuff on junk. Thank you, though, for that. That's cool to see. All right, let's see. Will you be joining the fight against woke Hollywood and the gaming industry and sit back and watch? Why do you why will you do live streams with other YouTubers? Oh, I'm sitting back, man. I'm all for woke. Make everything woke. I want my cereal woke. I want these Quest chips I'm gonna eat after the live stream to be woke. I want my Nike shoes to be woke. Let's do it, my friend. Everything woke. Guys, calm down, dude. Like, you include a person of color or someone who's just a different gender. Like, calm down, man. Some of y'all just get a little crazy. That's just my 2 cents. Like it's just so funny whenever like the Silver Surfer got announced and like I understood the context. It's a multiverse. It's a different universe, alternate reality. I could put 2 and 2 together on why they would do that. But then right away it clicked. I'm like, dude, that YouTube feed is going to be filled with just dumb videos of people being mad for like, but that's just how it is. So I'm just going to sit back. Obviously, if it sucks, I'm going to call it out like when it sucks. But I mean, yeah. Or let's see here. Why don't you do live streams? Yeah, I could do that. I'd love to do that, especially with StreamYard. I just don't know who you guys would like me to like bring on here. Because I feel like sometimes when I do live streams with like other people, it might be someone y'all don't care about. And then the video doesn't get that many views or engagement and things like that. And it's like, oh, it's hard to do. But like, I know a couple of YouTubers, like, Cody Leach, Sean Chandler, John Flickinger, Austin Burke I like. Then there's the TikTok people I'm friends with, like Cuban Crusher, Soups, a lot of great people on there. I don't know, you guys, FaZe Rug, you guys think I know FaZe Rug? You think I know Kai Cenat? Okay, now, I am not big enough for Kai Cenat. You think I could just shoot him an email? We do not all know each other. It's going to be, I kind of want to read who you guys think I can get. Let me see. Dead Meat would be awesome, but I feel like I'm just too small for Dead Meat, and that's not even like me being mean or anything. Mr. Beast, what? Dude is way too famous. I could probably get Heavy Spoilers. The only problem with Heavy Spoilers, other than me hating him, is that the time zone difference. He's in Britain eating his cuppets and Tay, that crazy foo. But yeah. We just have to align, but I'd love to have Heavy Spoilers. He's a really funny dude. Andrew, Queso would be cool. I love Queso, but I don't know him. Doom Blazer would be cool. I like him. Eric Voss. I'm like kind of friendly with Eric. Like I've had a couple of interactions online with him, but I don't know if he'd like come on here. Matt Pat, dude's retired, man. I can't. You think Matt Pat's gonna come out of retirement to be on a 3C live stream where they ask to see my gat? How about you put that theory together, my friend? Put that theory together. Speed? That's so funny, the people you guys think I can get. No, man, we need to tame expectations. Gideon? I actually probably could get Gideon. I don't know much about him now. I don't know who's controversial, who's been canceled or whatnot. All I know is on TikTok, Gideon follows me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So maybe I could get Gideon. That's probably somebody I could get. Smosh. That's so funny. But yeah, if I had to put who like the highest, like the most famous YouTuber I'm actually known with, oh man, I feel like, but he's a really nice guy. But again, I feel like I barely know him. I feel like this is probably the ZZ World, but I don't know how popular he is to you guys. But in terms of subscribers and views that he gets, this is probably like the most famous YouTuber I know. Well, I don't. He is a YouTuber. I just mean like most famous in terms of who I could get. This is my reach. Okay, this is the most famous person I know. I don't know anybody else. I wish I knew Dead Meat like that. I wish I knew Chris Stuckman like that, but no. So yeah, guys, that's if you can. That's about as good as I can go. Jeremy Johns, I don't know Jeremy. T-Series, all right. That's Red and Link would be fun. You guys are fun. You think I can get the president to come on here? Movies? Yeah, I've seen movies. Just an impression of an old man. Elon Musk. I would not want Elon on here. Y'all are crazy. I love y'all. Y'all are so funny. Okay, let's keep going. We're planning on watching Mary Had a Little Lamb horror movie this weekend. Have you seen it? No, man. I don't know if I even want to. I think it looks so low budget and dumb. Mary had a Little Lamb. There's a horror movie that came out, guys. I think I talked about the trailer on a previous live stream, long time ago. But yeah, it's a horror movie. This is it right here. Mary Had a Little Lamb, but again, it's like one of those movies that has the budget of the first Winnie the Pooh, not like the level of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, where it actually looks like maybe a movie. I don't know. One day I want to sit down and watch these movies and see how good they are, but I think it already came out. People have seen it. The 17%. Let me read some of these reviews just to see. Yeah, audience was not happy with Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let me see what some people are saying. This one. It's so unoriginal and it's so bad. It's just not worth your time. Watch any other horror movie, just not this. Okay, someone with a great review. A great B-movie depiction of the old nursery rhyme. This is definitely for those who enjoyed a blurry... This feels AI generated, no offense. Clearly, you're not watching for the grade A acting, but to see how the beast will get his next skill. Andrew L., you a robot, my friend? Sometimes I gotta wonder if that's a thing. Personally, I had no idea what I just watched. That's how I felt with the first Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. I'll think about it, my friend. I'll think about it. But I wish you luck in watching that movie. Okay. Did you know if there's an update to Welcome to Derry? No, nothing right now. I think the show was moved. Was it moved to the, when does the It prequel series come out? Welcome to... We'll probably get a trailer this October or something. Some point 2025. Dang. So we'll probably get our first trailer this October, just around the Halloween season, spooky season. That would be a good time. Excuse me, to talk about that. But right now, nothing. Dead silence. Dead silence. Hey, Chris, do you also plan on buying the new Spencer's Bloody Disgusting merch they just made? I saw that last time I was in the mall, because the Spencer's is there. Probably. They had some really cool shirt designs. I like the Bloody Disgusting stuff, and they're one of my favorite horror movie news websites. So I probably will. Do you ever see Jack Black voicing Chucky? That would be an odd pairing. I don't know. I still don't know what I want from the Chucky universe. I'm excited for the show to come back next week, baby. Woo! Exciting. But if one day whoever replaces Brad Dourif, I think it just has to be an original actor. I mean, they did the Mark Hamill thing with the 2019 buddy, and although I like that Chucky, I feel like sometimes the celebrity status overtakes the character. People more talk about oh, Mark Hamill in that Chucky, where it should be Chucky is that person. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is Invincible canon to Marvel now? I mean, yeah. I mean, but also with the multiverse, everything is canon to the MCU. I'm canon in the MCU, okay? Right now we're in the multiverse. There could be a portal that opens up right now and Tony Stark just punches me in the face. I'd love for that to happen. But, yeah, I saw he was even, in the Fortnite universe at one point. I was like, oh, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, looks like he's canon now. I talked to Kevin Feigoli, and we made it official. I'm currently making a movie for my newborn son, Spider-Man Amazing Fantasy, and it follows Uncle Ben's killer on the run from Spider-Man. I was wondering if you could watch our trailer. Big fan. Well, that sounds interesting, my friend. I don't usually do this. But because you sent in a super chat, Crossfire Productions, is it already out? You better not copy strike me, man. Is that what you're trying to do here? Copy strike me and take away my earnings? I'll be so pissed. Hang on, you guys need to be able to hear the audio. My bad. Let me get this set up. All right, let's see if this is it. This is worth our time. Before I continue, how do you feel about people of the other race? It's a valid question, okay? The last person who had a big Spider-Man film, that was their detriment, man. That was so. You better not get canceled, man, because then I go down with you.
We stick to the plan, and we'll be out of the city by the night. So we go in and we go out. Nobody needs to know we were even there.
Nice bird views. Crossfire. Pictures. Okay.
This is messed up. I didn't want to shoot him.
Sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do. You were protecting me though, and I love you for that.
I need a plan.
The police are after us, and then there's the spider guy. I don't think we can get past all
I know that
As
hero.
long as you and I stick together, we can get through it all.
That
I won't
font.
sleep until Uncle Ben's killer is found. They will pay for what they did to him. You two should just come on out.
When I say run, you run. Train station's only a few miles away.
Nice, nice, nice. Whoa. Amazing. When does it go to theaters? Good job, man. I mean it with love. That was some cool, funny scenes in there. I think that's just so funny that Spider-Man, you come face to face with the person who killed your uncle. So what do? Oh, you're not going anywhere. Sorry, that's so funny. You just imagine Spider-Man comes into your freaking elevator and he's like, sorry guys, that's fucking funny, dude. But that's awesome, man. that's so cool that you did this. I'm so afraid of making short films and like putting my creative freedom like that out there. It's one thing to make cringy intros and mess up words and pronounce things wrong on here. Like, I know you guys will forgive that, but like if I actually spent money and took time and poured my passion to something and then someone laughed at it like I just did, I'd be so broken. But dude, that's awesome that you went out there and did that. So yeah, support the guy's fan film if that seemed interesting to you guys. I just love that. That was such a cool scene, man. Okay, let's keep going. Yo, Chris, I feel these Disney dates could have been saved for Disney to reveal at CinemaCon during the... Yeah, I agree. I don't know why they're... Maybe because they were delays, and delays aren't really, like, exciting announcements. If there was, like, the first time we found out the release dates for all those movies, it would make sense, but maybe... if anything, that should kind of show you what they're going to talk about at the CinemaCon, because now that they have the dates all set up and aligned and are good... When they talk about the big news about it at CinemaCon, the dates are there for when people look up the news. So maybe that's why. I don't know, but it is weird that stuff, because there was also another like press hold meeting, right? Let me see if I can look that up. There was the shareholder meeting that Disney had, and they like revealed the first look at Mufasa. Let's see here. What the heck? Yeah, see, this was shown at the shareholder meeting. It's your first look at the Mufasa movie. If you're excited for that, I mean, I'm not too crazy. I'm curious more about the story. I still just don't love the actual realistic animal use because I just feel the expressions aren't there, and it takes away a lot of the emotion that Lion King was known for. But it's like, yeah, it's like this is stuff they should have shown off at whatchamacallit at CinemaCon. So yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Did you hear that Scream 7 is supposedly going to be the original idea that was for Scream 3? Hope one day you come to New York. Would like to meet you. Huge fan. Oh, yeah. I still want to go to New York, man. I want to try a pizza at New York, some bagels. I still want to go, though. I haven't had time, though. It's supposedly going to be... I don't know. There's a lot of rumors out there that, because Scream 3, Kevin Williamson's original idea was that there was going to be like a cult of Ghostface. Like, that was the plan. And the cult was going to be all controlled by Stu, who was in prison, and he was going to be the mastermind. I don't know if they'll really bust that idea. I'd love the cult of Ghostface idea. Feel like that's a popular fan theory amongst fans ever since, like, Scream 4. But if they do it now, who knows, man? I just want Scream 7 to be good, but... all the controversy and stuff, I just can't get that excited for it. I'm curious whenever the cast gets announced and see whatever other fresh blood is thrown in there. What Sonic the Hedgehog character do you want to see get their own TV show after Knuckles? Shadow, dude. I want Shadow to get a movie, so I guess TV show. Like, I want the chaotics, dude. The solving crimes and whatnot. Let me see if I can pull up. Is that how you say chaotics? Because apparently I'm just not good at pronouncing names in the Sonic world. The chaotics, yeah, I think that'd be cool, but we got to introduce them first. It'd be cool if they got introduced. That would be my pick. If not, low-key, I would love a Tails prequel. Find out what he was doing. I know they told us what he was doing in Sonic 2, but he was just peeping on Sonic. I'm like, there's got to be more to Tails than just that. Alex Vitilo just sent some support. Thank you so much. Will you stream a Sonic game leading up to Sonic 3? I can if you want. What, the werewolf one would be fun. That's the one I never played. I was always like, what the heck? Sonic's a werewolf now? But yeah, that could be one. I could definitely look into that. Probably like Sonic Adventure 2 would make the most sense because that's what the thing is going to be about. Have you heard of Double Toasted? Oh, maybe they. I am kind of familiar with them. I think they follow me back on socials. I do. When I say kind of familiar, I mean like personal wise. I do watch their content. I think they're funny people. I think they're also in Texas, but like more near Houston. They're great. If you guys don't know who Double Toasted is, they do a lot of movie content, some great reviews, very funny people. Check them out. I would love to do stuff with them. Thoughts on Snyder fans boycotting DCU Superman? Like, we knew it was just going to happen. Like, come on now. I think it's so dumb. And even more, this is why I wanted to make the Superman news its own video tomorrow. Because it's like, oh, dude, I could see how it's going to piss off some Snyder fans when the villain is revealed. But they were going to be mad either way. And I understand being pissed when your world ends. I wanted to see continuation of Andrew Garfield's world, but we got Tom Holland, and I like Tom Holland. I was mad whenever Toby's world ended and we got Andrew, but I like Andrew. It's like, how could you call yourself a DC fan if you're like upset to get DC stuff? You know, like sometimes some of the biggest haters of DC are supposedly the biggest fans. You know, it's like, just go support Zack Snyder and what he is doing, you know? I didn't quite like Rebel Moon, but hopefully his second movie's better, you know? Hopefully. Winnie the Pooh 2 3C cameo explained. Okay, I could talk about that since I never did. I got a chance to in the spoiler review. I don't know if you guys saw, but I had a cameo in Winnie the Pooh 2 Blood and Honey. Dun, dun, done. This was really nice of the people. It's nothing like really crazy. It was just a voice cameo. Obviously, they saw how badly I trashed the first Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, but they were still nice enough to reach out if I wanted to like interview them and anything like that. And I was like, yeah, sure, I could do that. It'd be fine. And they also said, it's like, we have a part in the movie where like a little kid's watching a clip of the first movie. Would you want to use your voice in that clip? And I was like, sure. They sent me a couple of lines. I did them on this mic right here. This is now a movie prop. And then I sent it over, and they put it in the film. They didn't pay me for it. No, did I think they should have paid me. It was just a simple, kind, fun gesture. They asked for, like, my 3C logo. I sent it to them, and now they use the pumpkin one up there. I just thought it was fun. Like, that was really nice of them. I've always, of course, wanted to be in a movie, and I'd still love to be in one. But I always think of, like, Conan O'Brien. I'm a big Conan guy. Conan O'Brien, and he like cameoed in like a shark movie. I forget what it was, some terrible shark movie. And I'm like, if Conan O'Brien, the legend, can like cameo in some like really dumb, means nothing horror movie, why can't I do the same? I didn't know if Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 was going to be any good, and it turned out to be more enjoyable than the first. So it was just nice of them. They just reached out to me, said if I wanted to, nothing huge, and I was like, sure. Took like 10 minutes to do. And then I showed up in the movie. I'm forever in the Winnie the Pooh universe. They told me a long time ago if I wanted to, I could be in the third movie and get killed on screen. But I feel like if I'm physically in the movie and I go to that capacity, I can't really like then review the movie because that would like totally conflict of interest, right? My integrity as a critic would be ruined. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to like bother them or badge them. It was just really nice that they did that. And that also isn't the first time I've ever been put into another universe. I don't know if you guys know. I used to talk about the movie Willy's Wonderland. Willy's Wonderland. which is still, I think, a really fun, lower budget version of the FNAF movie. I still recommend it. It's not like an amazing movie, again, but it's really fun. Nicolas Cage, animatronics. The animatronics here are actually evil, and there's some fight scenes with them that I think are actually really awesome. But there's some comic books that are made in the Willy's Wonderland universe, and the writer, Geo Parsons, who's also a really nice guy and was really friendly to me when I was making Willy Wonderland videos, he put a little 3C Easter egg in one of the comic books. And so now I'm in the Willy's Wonderland universe. I'm in 2 universes. 2! But yeah, that's kind of how it happened. It's just really nice when people offer that. You know, I don't think I'll ever get like a Marvel cameo or a big Hollywood movie or things like that. But if it happens, I'll say yes. I'll say thank you for thinking of me. That's so nice. That's so nice. But there you go. That's how it happened. They were just nice. Have you seen Monkey Man, and did you like it? There's a review right now on the channel for Monkey Man. I did like it. Now, I will say it's so Dev Patel was awesome in directing it. Like, the movie had so much personality, so much flavor, so much passion put into it. And that's what I kind of love with first time directors, is you can just tell. If you go back to like one of the first kind of bigger budget movies that a lot of directors do, you could just see they were just excited to be directing a movie. You could see from the camera works, the way they were doing. And sometimes as their career goes on, they get a little, not want to say lazy with it, but they get a little routine, a little formulaic, and some of that early passion is lost. So with first-time directors, I love always seeing how filled with personality their movies are, and Monkey Man has that for Dev Patel. The action scenes were awesome. Some shaky cam in there that was a little bit annoying, but it still really worked, and some great comedy, a lot of brutal scenes. The only thing I will say is in the middle of the movie, it slows down, and it really focuses on like a political aspect of Indian culture, not in a bad way. It just completely derails the main revenge story, and that was like the most interesting, brutal part of this movie. Is just this guy wants revenge against these people. He's on a mission, he's doing it, he's getting close. Now we're gonna take a pause and focus on this other stuff. That actually weaves in nicely thematically, but I just felt it almost became a different movie and things. Oh, I talk about all that in the review if you want to get into it. I'll get into it again, but I did like it overall. I thought it was really awesome, so I'm excited to see what else Dev Patel does. All right. Hey, man, did you like the Phantasm franchise? I've actually never seen Phantasm, man. That should be one of the franchises I review. Maybe that'll be the theme this Spook Your Mama month, is I'll just talk about franchises I've never seen. I've always heard cool things about Phantasm. I think Cody Leach likes the series. So, yeah, I need to get into it. I've also seen, like, what's his name? Cinemassacres, Angry Video Game Nerd. He talks about them in videos. I've never seen them. But I want to give them a shot, pay respects to some of them. Are you ready for the Until Dawn movie coming soon? Oh, dude, yes. Mainly because of who's directing that, David F. Sandberg. He's the guy who did Shazam, but he started out as a YouTuber here on YouTube making short films. He's the one who did the short Lights Out, made it on YouTube, put it up there, and then a studio was like, we're going to let you make that movie. That's the dream, dude. That's why I need to start making short films on there. I could end up making my own movie if I just put it out there. I got some ideas. I might blow your mind. I might totally suck, you never know. But Until Dawn, yeah, especially with that video game being like a choose your own, I don't want to say choose your own destiny, but you make decisions, and those decisions later affect what characters live, what characters die. It kind of ruins the way that movie goes, because now you're creating a definitive story here. But I saw some people say it'd be, I don't know if it'd be cliche, but if it turns into one of those death loop movies where you die and then you have to repeat things, that's a way they could do the multiple story angle and also get away with having a linear story. Hey, Chris, did you watch Monarch Legacy of Monsters? If so, what are your thoughts? Also loving the content. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you so much. I did watch Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I really enjoyed it. I mean, that proves to you that they can give you human stories that you like, that you care about, and a lot of cool monster action that shows up in there. I will say in the midpoint of the show, it was losing me a bit, mainly because I'm like, how is this all connecting? Where is this going? And then towards the later half of the episodes, it really got revealed. Some of the stuff they do with Hollow Earth and time manipulation was interesting. I'm curious for how season 2 goes. I'm curious. Yeah, I liked it. Yo, Chris, when is the first look of Mufasa were released? People were bashing it and told audiences we're excited about Mufasa just to skip it and see Sonic 3. I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna give the movie a shot. I just don't know. It's because that first Lion King movie made $1 billion, so obviously they're gonna want to make another one. But I just don't know if it was just the excitement of like Lion King, that movie. That's amazing. I got to take my kids so I can traumatize them too, which I know I'm gonna do someday with the original Lion King. I don't know if Mufasa is gonna have that same impact. I feel like it's gonna like make a lot less than $1 billion, maybe 500, maybe at least half. I don't know. We'll see. I definitely considered Alien a horror movie, but do you consider Aliens a horror movie or an action thriller? I would go, the first Alien, yes, is a horror movie. Aliens then is an action thriller. I rewatched it just like a couple weeks ago, just getting excited for the new Alien Fed Alvarez movie. And dude, yeah, there's definitely horror elements and some scary things that happen in there, but it's the way James Cameron went from Terminator 1, that I think the first Terminator is a horror movie, okay? That Terminator is a slasher. He's going after Sarah Connor. There's real, like, nasty, bloody scenes and with cutting out the eye and all that. That first Terminator movie is a horror movie, especially when the endoskeleton comes out and he's just walking to Sarah Connor. I love those scenes. Second Terminator movie is just a straight-up action thriller, right? Like, there's very little horror elements into it. But, yeah. But I think, and that's also it plagued the Terminator franchise because it started out as kind of a horror type of series, but Terminator 2 is the most popular in that series. So then every movie after that stayed on the action train. Where I'm like, dude, if you make another Terminator movie, low budget, more horror vibes, I guarantee you'll bring back the franchise. I'm losing my voice here. Excuse me, guys. You'll bring back the franchise the same way Prey did for Predator, right? Going back to the roots. And same thing happened with the Alien franchise. James Cameron made Aliens so good, a great movie, and they were like, okay, so this needs to be an action franchise, and it lost its way, but now Fed Alvarez has turned it back to horror. There's my little rant that I do every freaking 3 weeks. All right. Do you think we'll get to see Destroyer in Godzilla 3? I think so, because Adam Wingard, the director of Godzilla x Kong, he was doing interviews and talking about how he really wants to do Destroy. Maybe it was on Twitter. Let me see if I pull it up on Twitter. Adam Wingard, Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, see it. It said, Adam Wingard wants his next MonsterVerse film to focus more on Godzilla and be as emotional as Godzilla vs. Destroyer. If I were going to do another one of these films, I would want to hit that kind of emotional resonance with Godzilla as a character in this time. So that should make a lot of people excited because Kong has been the center focus of the last two verses or team-up movies with Godzilla and Kong. I loved it as a Kong guy, but I'm feeling for my Godzilla fans. It's like we need that lizard to kind of be the main focus at least one point or something. And this is what he's saying. He wants him to be the focus. He wants him to have an emotional moment, a lot like Kong gets throughout these movies. And I mean, basically talking about Destroyer in there, it feels like he's leading to that. That's always felt like the Thanos of this universe, that's where they should aim for. But I'm also not against continuing to add more original monsters. Although Scar King felt a little flat, Shimo was still badass, and I think over time people are gonna love Scar King. And who knows, when they reboot the franchise 40 years from whatever, one day they might make another Scar King and they have him as a legendary character. So who knows? But yeah, Destroyer should be there for the next movie. Hey Chris, have you seen Lisa Frankenstein? I have not. Unfortunately, that was one I missed, but it is on my radar, and I do eventually want to watch it, my friend. I do eventually want to watch it. All right, we have here, when it comes to getting into the film entertainment and making content around that, what is some advice you'd give to someone wanting to start out? Also, will you be at San Diego Comic-Con this year? I don't think I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con, unfortunately, my friend. But as far as advice goes, look, it was very hard when I started YouTube content. And you think every year you wait, it's like, oh man, I should have started in 2012. I should have started in 2015 or all that. Honestly, I feel like it's never been easier to grow as a creator than it is now, thanks to things with like YouTube Short and TikTok. That's where I would say to start out with, and I've already seen it with a lot of my mutuals like that I know on TikTok, is they start coming on YouTube and they just post their little shorts on there. Like Doom Blazer is a great example. If you guys know Doom Blazer, he just started making his content on shorts, and the way he grew would have been really hard with regular videos. But YouTube Shorts, just like it's basically works because it finds the audience for you. Back in the day, it was you'd post a video and you had to hope somebody was searching for things in that video to then click on yours. So it was like a whole process of like, I got to make a video on something relevant. I got to make it searchable. I got to make a good thumbnail. And then hopefully the people will click on it. And like, it took me years to figure out that kind of process to be able to make it here. But that would be my advice, is short form content at first. Shorts and TikTok. Eventually, you want to transition, though, to long form content, because I feel like that's where the consistency in terms of revenue comes in. Obviously, you don't want to just jump into this for the money. I knew it was a long shot for me to make this a career, and I'm so dang grateful that you guys have supported me that way where I could do this kind of stuff. But I would say short form content is the way to go. Starting off with TikTok and YouTube, and through doing that enough, you will be bigger. Like another good person, I don't know how you guys like this guy, but he's a nice guy, and he started off pretty was it HC Joe? I think is his name. Little British boy, nice British boy. But Joe was someone that started off on TikTok, and this boy, he used to be so shy, he wouldn't even speak in his videos. He would just write text saying, new SpiderMan release date, right? That's the text. He wouldn't even talk. He would just do this for like 1,000 videos. He would just be. And then one day, the dude started talking. And, you could see the shyness, the awkwardness. He didn't have it all there, but through doing several videos like that over and over, he started now making long form content, and he's doing pretty all right for himself. Like, I think he's still more popular on TikTok, but I mean, he just posted his first 12-minute video, and I watched it, and I was like, yeah, he's grown so much. So that would be my advice. I feel I've seen it work with other people, and I feel like it could work for you. So it would be start short form, learn to talk to the camera, learn your personality, your style. Once you can build there, start transitioning into long form content. I would always recommend make it on, relevant topics, because it's hard. Like if you want to talk about Courage the Cowardly Dog. I love Courage the Cowardly Dog, but I don't know how many people on a consistent basis are searching that. You always want to make content at first for like relevant things that are being searched right now. That would be my advice. Okay. Hey, Chrissy Poo, some new Minecraft movie set images were... Oh, yeah. I talked about the other ones during a side flick, but I could talk about these newer ones. I think Discussing Films posted them, right? Or I'll just search Minecraft. Where's those photos? Oh, I guess bad choice. So many... So, what the heck is this? You guys caught me lacking. Bro had to scroll to take a second look. All right, let me see. I think I saw Discussing Films do it. They posted about it. No. It was here. It was earlier in the day. Oh, here it is. All right. New tree prop and grass blocks spotted for the live-action Minecraft movie. Dude, they look cool. Just again, imagining there's an entire forest of these things in those sound stages back there. This movie's going to be awesome. Let me see if I can put it away. I think it looks cool. Since I already talked about one tree photo in the previous side flick, I can't make an entire video and be like, guys, they added yellow flowers. Dude, you know what this means? And besides, my level of knowledge of Minecraft, super surface level. But the thing I am excited about with this movie is the director, Jared Hess. He did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, iconic, most quotable movies of all time. So the Minecraft movie, I have so much hope for it. Then you have Jack Black in there. So I'm excited for this movie. I hope it's good. It's cool to see them make physical props. I know a lot of the the movie is still probably going to be very how do I say it, CGI and like green screen backgrounds, but just to know that they're building some stuff that's kind of cool. I mean, it looks good. I just want to see what like the humans are going to look like all queued up. That's going to be so odd. Hey, Hayden from Malta, have you heard of the rumor Terrifier pops? Will you get... Oh, dude, yes. So, all right. Time to be honest with you guys and get serious. You guys saw my Funko Pop collection video, okay? You saw what my room was set up like. If you watch these live streams, you know there was a whole wall of Funko Pops right behind me until I had to pack them up for me moving. Packing each one of those Funko Pops, getting them out of their box, in their box, closing them up, putting them in a bigger box, box after box after box. I felt myself drowning. I felt myself and my soul dying. I was like, I cannot do this. I'm almost 30 years old. The Funko Pops were fun, but I don't know if I can keep doing this. I've really come to the realization it might be time to let go of the collection. But oh, dude, it still hurt me whenever I was putting them away and having that idea of like, should I just sell them? Should I just wither them down, dude? There were so many, like I was going through memory lane, like, oh, we got this one at a convention. I remember we were at Topic and this was the last one. Oh, so many fun memories. So I don't know how, like, I'm not saying I'm getting rid of all of them, no, because I still really like them. I know for sure the horror pops I'm always going to keep. I love my horror collection of the Funko Pops, because also on the horror section, Funko is like one of the only people that make pops for some of these horror characters, okay? They made one for here, let me just go in, because I don't see any other company doing this kind of stuff. Like, they made the Leprechaun pop. They made a Leprechaun Funko Pop, and I freaking love the Leprechaun series. Like, that's one of my guilty pleasure horror franchises. They've never made a Leprechaun action figure statue. Maybe there is one out there that came out like 20 years ago, but it's like they're the only company that are actually showing some love to some horror icon characters out there. Like, I know A Quiet Place has one, right? And it's like, dude, that's such a cool one. They like, no one else has made an action figure or a toy for the Quiet Place monster, but Funko did. Like, I can't wait if they make a Megan one, or like these Killer Clown. I know there probably are some people that do the Killer Clown action figures, but even just then, like, they got all the little clowns and they get the details on them, right? Like, they just make me happy and remind me of a lot of my favorite horror movies, and they actually show some love to movies that don't get a lot of attention. So I think I'll always keep the horror ones, dude. But yeah, packing all those dang pops, dude. I felt it. I was drowning. Hey, Chris, what were your thoughts on Daredevil Born Again being split into 2 seasons? Also, love your videos. Been here since the Chucky Boy days. Appreciate you. Chucky Boy never dies. That's why he's right here. I'm flashing. Okay. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. Because whenever they announced Daredevil Born Again, they were like, 18 episodes, Daredevil Born Again. Yeah. Little did we know that just meant they greenlit 2 seasons, 9 episodes each. Why are you doing this, Disney, man? Like, I know 18 episodes for 1 season might have been excessive, but just knowing that they cut it like that, I was like, all right, whatever. I just want it to be good. These set photos that have been released the past couple of days, I did a video on the Clips channel if you guys want, but these Daredevil Born Again set photos, these photos with like the Punisher and all that, dude, they look so cool. They look so badass. Like, I really wish they had the double Ds on freaking Daredevil. That would make it so much better, dude. But I cannot wait for this show. Please do not disappoint. Please do not be bad, man. I'm tired of like some of the toxic Marvel fanboys and people always blame it. I just want something good that we can all be like, that was awesome, guys. And this better be it. And I need Frank Castle to be, I don't want to say redeemed, but I want more Frank Castle content, dude. I love the Punisher character. John Bernthal is awesome in it. Look at all this blood on him. It's going to be so cool. So it's fine. At least I know I'm getting 2 seasons. It's going to be good. Well, I hope it's good. But we'll see, my friends. We'll see. All right. Hey, Chris, I'm also watching from the shower. Without me? -4 Riz. What was your first reaction when Anissa came to Earth and threatened Mark? Anissa came to Earth. Oh, dude. Honestly, my first reaction, if they talk about Invincible, I think a lot of people had this thought whenever doing this. I thought Sasha Kaye, who just played Supergirl in the Flash movie, I was like, dude, is that supposed to be Sasha Kaye? Like, she would be perfect for this role, right? But dude, it was scary. I don't think they should do the thing that happens in the comic, though. If you know, right? So there's like a terrible thing this character does to Mark in the comics, and it's been like a thing a lot of the fan base is dreading. I don't think it's needed. I know it happens in the comics, but I don't think it's needed to happen. But dude, she showed her strength, and the way she was just ripping into Mark and destroying him, it just like really put into perspective these Viltrumite strengths. And it also put in perspective whenever Alan got his couple of licks in later on in that episode too. Dude, but she was frightening. And that's always like what you want to feel, right? So I thought it was cool. She was scary, man. Those evil Superman characters, man. I kind of wish MGM lost the rights to the first Child's Play movie, because even though I'm loving the TV show, it's sad that there's no connecting to Child's Play 1. Well, actually, my friend, I think that's low-key where you might be a little off. They can connect it to the first movie, and there's stuff they can do, because at least that's how I think it works. Universal owns the rights to the sequels, so they can always make stuff that does reference and comes from that first movie. I just think there isn't much other. I know the mom and like the detective, but it also, I just don't know if those actors want to be involved, if they want to be introduced. It is kind of, I think it's hard to reboot the series for sure. Universal probably has been dying to want to reboot Chucky and like start fresh, but they kind of can't, because MGM owns the rights to the first movie. That's how they were able to make that 2019 Chucky movie, because they own the rights to the first Chucky movie, so they could do something with that first Chucky film, and they did. But it wasn't successful enough for them to make a sequel. I think that's why Universal is just going to keep doing sequel, connected universe, movie after movie, because once they like hit the reboot button in a way, MGM gets those rights, and they're like, you can't do that. You can't start over. Only we have the rights to Chucky 1. And it's like, I am excited for this new Chucky movie, but I'm also just kind of like, I would like to start fresh. I feel like there's so much going on with Chucky's kids and his girlfriend, and then all these powers Chucky has where he can multiply into other dolls. If Don Mancini kills it, I'll eat crow, and I'll be like, dude, I was wrong. They should never have canceled that lore. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see here. Hey, Chris, can you please start leaving shirt info? Okay, this is not sponsored. I get this question a lot. I'll just leave it for my peeps. This is not sponsored. These are like the 3 places I go to get shirts like these, okay? Not sponsored. I just like these places. Okay, number 1 is Cavity Colors. I like them a lot. They do a lot of great shirts. So here we go. Cavity Colors. They just did a Godzilla x Kong line. They have some Killer Clown stuff. But this is one of the places I love to buy shirts from. I think they have really cool, awesome designs, and I buy them there. Like I have this Kong shirt in my thing like that. So this is one place, and they do collections. Like look at this. They have mainly horror movies. They have like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre line. Well, you also have to like be aware of what's new and what isn't. Once things sell out, they sell out. I think they always have some Chucky stuff, though. Like, let's see, Chucky franchise. Yeah, they always... Oh, I bought these Valentine shirts. Me and my girl have them. I got the Chucky one. She's got the Tiffany one. These are pretty cool. But, okay, this is one place, Cavity Colors. That's one of my stores, okay, that I like to frequent. Then, obviously, Fright Rags I like a lot. They're another really good horror apparel. Let me see, get here. Another really good horror apparel. They do a lot of also similar shirts. A lot of these companies are basically the same, but here we are. They contract different artists. They have a really cool Chucky shirt. I like that Chucky shirt. Like here, they have the Child's Play 2 shirt in there. I love that. I don't think I own this one. I need to buy it. Oh, this looks cool. I haven't bought this one yet. Child's Play 3. So just some really great designs. So Fright Rags, Cavity Colors, and then the last one is Gutter Garbs, I think is the name of it. Gutter Garbs is another one. They also do really cool stuff. Let me see. Let me just scroll down and see what they have. But my lady gets mad at me because I buy too many of these shirts. One, because I don't want to repeat the same shirt over and over on camera. Oh, look, they did some shirts for Halloween too. I don't like that movie, but that's a cool design. But that's where I get a lot of my horror shirts that you guys are always asking me, like, Chris, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? And I don't know where this one's from. This might be Cavity Color. But yeah, that's where I get them, my friend. That's where I get them. Okay. So let's move forward. All right. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Hey, sorry for delay on art. Favorite fast food. Favorite fast food. Oh, you know I love me some fast food. Let me try to think. You know, I like Whataburger a lot. Them Whataburgers be Whataburgerin'. I would say Whataburger. Whataburger probably. That's probably just like quick, fast burgers. When I think fast food, I think of like, you know, burger chains and stuff like that. So that would be my guess. That'd be mine. Hey, man, congrats on a new house. I'm from Vegas. When are you planning on visiting? Maybe Level Up Expo. Hey, no joke. Me and my lady, we love Vegas. I've told this story on stream. I don't know if I did it on this one or on a Twitch stream before. So obviously when I started to get a little bit of YouTube money in here and I could finally travel and do things that I never got to do growing up, I decided let's do a Vegas trip. So we go to Vegas. And, bro, I won in a machine, not a lot, $5,000, but I guess that's a lot, but from a Willy Wonka machine. A freaking Willy Wonka machine, busted out that, and that was like my favorite trip in Vegas. So ever since there, every 2 years we go to Vegas, me and my lady, try to recapture that magic of winning. We never have won that much ever again, only lose. But yeah, other than that, I got to see when the next time. We didn't go this recent time because they were doing that NASCAR or F1 event, and it just looked so crowded and the strip was all messed up. So yeah, but I love Vegas. Food's good there, stuff like that. The shows are nice. The ladies that are half naked on the street are also nice. They're like, hey, how you doing? Come see our show. I was like, oh, I can't. I have lady here, but when she not looking, I be there. Just kidding. All right. Watching any of the SpiderMan re-releases, I'd love to, but again, with like me moving, every time I go to the theater, it has to be for like a new movie that just came out and set that as a priority. If I did pick which one, though, it'd probably be Amazing Spider-Man 2. I just visually love the way that movie looks on the big screen. And I still get teary-eyed whenever Gwen dies at the end. Like, that still hits me. But that'd probably be the one I'd rewatch. Mufasa and Sonic 3 opening same day has created toxic behavior on Twitter from what I've seen. Any advice? You just can't, like, get into that. There's so much toxicity, especially on Twitter. And sometimes I gotta remember that Twitter isn't the rest of the world, you know? Because of the way I do movie news and I try to stay up to date with as much stuff and information so I could be, you know, inform you guys and pass it on. I see so much toxicity and takes and stuff like that, and sometimes it like makes me think that's the way everybody is, and then it just leads me to like how do I say it? Focus a little too hard, and it's like, dude, there's a whole world outside. Yeah, step back, touch some grass, breathe some air. It's not that serious, dude. Sometimes you just have to feel that way. Spend some time with some friends outside like that. Yeah, it'll be okay. Okay, 3C versus Jeremy John's boxing win. Let's go, Jeremy. I think Jeremy would probably whoop me. I don't know why, but I feel like Jeremy does have that dog in him. I don't think I have that dog in me yet. Playing Terrordome while watching. Dude, that's awesome. Can I pick Terrordome on here? Is there a way to like do that real quick? Or would I get like in trouble? Terrordome game. How do I... Is it still on Steam? No way. Could I just like play it here? Is that really just a game you can play now? But it doesn't have all the like characters, does it? This was a game that, dude, this game has been around since I was in elementary school. At least that's how far I remember it. Maybe it was middle school. But, dude, this game has been around forever. It was basically somebody created Mortal Kombat with horror characters. I still don't know how somebody hasn't made this a real thing. This needs to exist in our world. I would love a fighter game with all these horror characters. But I just remember being so amazed as a kid that somebody made this, dude. How has nobody made this in real life yet? Are you going to see the Spider-Man movies when they return to theaters? Yeah, like I said, I'd love to, but with me moving and all the stuff that I've been busy, I probably won't be able to. But if I did, it'd be amazing. Spider-Man 2, my friend. All right, did you hear about what happened to Chance Pomero? Oh, dude, yes, I did see that. That was really sad. I tweeted about it and all that. If you guys don't know, Chance Pomero, hey, he was an actor. I first saw him in the Sabrina series that was on Netflix. I thought he played Cousin. And I thought he was a really talented actor. I actually liked him a lot. I thought he for sure had a bright future ahead of him. He was on the show Gen V. He was one of the main stars of it. And unfortunately, he passed away just last week in a motorcycle accident. He was 27 years old, which, dude, it's crazy to think this man right here is younger than me because I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, that dude's older than me, right? He's older than me, right? Sometimes I still have like freaking Nickelodeon Disney brain, you know, when you would watch those stars and be like, wow, they're adults and I'm just a baby. Not anymore, you old man, not anymore. Anyways, it was sad that he passed away and so young and so tragic, so much talent behind him. So it sucks. I felt really bad. I'm not going to say like I loved and I was obsessed with the actor, but I knew him enough and I liked him in the stuff I saw and that sucked. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. Sorry. My mic. All right. I saw 67 films released in 2023, including the big hitters. Currently, FNAF is ranked as my #1 best film of 2023. How crazy am I? You're not crazy, man. Dude, we all do this. When there's properties and franchises we love and hold dear to our hearts, we're obviously going to be a little biased and sway to them. I mean, Space Jam: A New Legacy Defender right here, okay? I like that movie. Is it perfect? Is it even honestly a great movie? Maybe not, dude, but I love the Looney Tunes so much. And when I just look at the Looney Tunes story in there and the way Bugs was going to sacrifice himself for his tunes and they got all on the ground and he's like, oh, we're going to die. I was in that theater going, this is my no way home. This is my no way home. So we all do that, man. And you're not crazy. You just love something, you're passionate about it, and that's fine. Hopefully one day we'll get more. I know we got that Looney Tunes movie. I know somebody will always like, why aren't you talking about this movie? I do talk about it. I just waiting for the trailer. Was it The Day the Earth Stood Still, right? Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Is it Looney Tunes? Coming out. I'm just not sure if it actually is going to theaters or not. People are saying it's a Looney Tunes movie that was made. And with the way Warner Brothers is doing all these tax write-offs and things like that, we just haven't heard anything. They said it's going to theaters, but I don't know how honest a lot of those claims are. Either way, it's a movie I want to freaking see. It's one of those adventures where they team up Porky Pig and freaking Daffy Duck, and I actually always like those shorts whenever they do that. So, yeah, I want to see it, but I have not seen any like official concrete stuff that it actually will go to theaters. Just some people saying it's going to theaters. I'm like, well, let me see a trailer, because all I know is this one might be out in the dust like Coyote vs. Acme. Hopefully not, though. All right, hey Chris, remember finding your channel by accident a few years ago, and I've fallen in love with your content. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, I appreciate you, Alex. And see, that's what I was talking about earlier. You know, a person asked me how to get started in the YouTube space. Sometimes people just find me by accident. They wanted to know about something. They search up Superman news, and they're like, let me click on this guy's video. It's a little cringy, a little fat, but I'll stay. I'll stay for the content. Thank you, man. I appreciate you sticking with me all this time. Yeah, we talked about that, the Chance Poro. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Not really a question, but I think King of Monsters is the best movie in the Monsterverse, because while the human stuff is kind of bad, I think it's the best kaiju action. You know, I will give it that. The kaiju scenes are really mesmerizing, I will say. I thought they were fun. Since I didn't care or feel into that story, it really weighed down those action scenes, and I couldn't get into them as much. But I do agree. Some good stuff. I mean, there's times I think it was literally just the other day I was like, let me watch that Godzilla versus King Ghidorah fight, because that was pretty cool. So, yeah. Did you know that Shaquille O'Neal is very proud of you? Thank you, Shaquille. I needed that today, Shaquille. Thank you. Thank you, homie. what happened to the... Oh, yeah. I talked about this. I was just in the middle of moving. I didn't have much time. Had to clear out the studio, get rid of equipment, then reset up equipment here and do all this stuff. I just didn't have time for it. But I'll try to get into doing it, and I'll post it on the Clips channel, my friend. Why haven't you reviewed X-Men 97? Everyone is loving it. I did review it. I guess I put it on the Clips channel. I am loving it too. I think they sent me the first. Let me see here. YouTube. I talked about it. I thought it was awesome. X-Men 97 3C Clips. Right there. X-Men 97 review. 32,000 views. You ain't one of them 32,000 for Yasa Kafafi. Yeah, for Yasa Kafafi. How about you watch that video, then you come back to me, my friend. No, I'm just kidding. Appreciate your support. I really like the show too, dude. I was not expecting to enjoy it. I grew up watching a couple of episodes of X-Men, the old cartoon series, but I didn't have like the nostalgic love like I do for the 90s Spider-Man animated series, so I didn't have high expectations. I honestly thought it wasn't going to be great. Dude, it blew me away. Such serious tones, such awesome action scenes with the X-Men, their interactions together. Like, what that show is presenting, I so badly want that to be the live-action MCU X-Men whenever they come forward. But the best thing they did is they freaking, well, not redeemed, but they showed how badass Cyclops is. Cyclops has always been done dirty, especially in that Fox universe, and he's my favorite mutant. And the scenes in there with Cyclops jumping out, shooting his lasers, and then landing. Come to me, my X-Men. Oh, dude, I was like, Cyclops me, man. So, yeah, the show's great. And I've been loving every episode so far. Have you seen the keys for either controlling the DCU or the MCU? You have the keys for either controlling the DCU or MCU for 10 years. Who would you pick and what would be your 10-year plan? Thanks, man. Dude, I don't know if my 10-year plan would be any better than the... Well, I think Kevin Feige knocked it out of the park with the MCU plan in the beginning. Going on to the DCU, I'd hate to say it, but I feel like you just... Not that I'd copy what Marvel did. Here's how I would do it differently. I would honestly start with the Justice League movie. I know that sounds weird and dumb to start with that way, but I feel like that's kind of what James Gunn is almost doing with Superman Legacy. I know it's just called Superman now, but it's too stuck in my head, Superman Legacy, because he's building a world where all the superheroes already exist. They're already everywhere. Everyone's there. So just have your Justice League movie right there, and then from there, see what the audience likes and branch off into solo adventures and do that. You could even do prequels and whatnot. So I don't know. That'd be my thing. It'd be very simplified. I could probably do a fun first phase. But dude, I don't think I'd ever be able to do phase 2, phase 3. I'm curious how James Gunn does it. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to talk about the villain that they have for his movie. And I'm like, dude, I hope you pull it off, James Gunn. So much pressure. So much pressure. Thank you so much, Christian. I think you're the one on TikTok, Christian? You might be. Thank you so much for your support. Kong popcorn bucket with Dune Engineering. What are your thoughts? Make it extra hairy. More butter. No popcorn. And you're going to have me pounding my chest at 3 a.m. I hope that answers your question, my friend. Any hints to what's to come in the new studio? Oh, dude, I'm honestly stressing about the new studio. I'm not trying to hype it up or make it like or anything. I just kind of like the little room where I'm gonna do it because I feel like it has a unique layout. I don't not to like bash other YouTubers, but I just always like want to stand out and be a little different, right? And just being in the corner like I was in that studio. So many YouTubers have that kind of setup where they're just directly in the corner and whatnot. I mean, I think Stuckman has it like that, and I just like I want to have my own little unique space where it's like you can look at that background and go, that's 3Cs. So. It has a unique layout, but man, I don't know if I still want a desk for me to be in front of. If I just get rid of the desk and I just do something a little bit more forward and personal, there's going to be a lot more space in the background, and I'm like, dude, what do I even fill that space up with? I just wanted the more space for when Spooky Mama comes. I could put some real animatronics and do some crazy stuff there. Or I could even get up like I could here and just go. things like that. I don't know. All I'll say is it's a much bigger space. It's a unique kind of layout, but I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to make it look. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Once it's a little bit more constructed and stuff, you'll see it. And I think I will do. I saw a lot of people wanting me to make like a kind of like I do with my Spooky Mama videos where I decorate the set. I might just make a whole dedicated video and have that be the reveal video. I just lost breath doing that, man. I need to hit the gym, man. I need to hit the gym. All right, love your channel. Thanks for the awesome, entertaining movie reviews. Oh, appreciate that, Teresa. Thank you so much, man. That means the world to me. Appreciate you. Do another podcast stream with the Real Rejects. Oh, I'd love to. I love them. They're great people. If they'll have me, if they want me, I will be there. I will be there. All right. Favorite NFL, NBA, or MLB team? I don't watch sports. Thank you for the support, though, Danny. Whatever your favorite team is. What should I eat for dinner? A local pizza place or a Chipotle burrito? I am not kidding. I literally had Chipotle today. A Chipotle burrito, too. I know it's random, but I need a good premise for my fantasy film as well. Dude, okay. Obviously, with the way I look, I could eat pizza every day. I freaking love pizza, dude. I would just... But I had a Chipotle burrito today. So, honestly, up to you. I love pizza all day, any day. But today, I did have a Chipotle burrito. So, take that to mean what you mean, man. All right. Do you think the MCU will ever be as good as it used to? I don't think that it's like... It's definitely dipped in quality. You're right. And the enthusiasm isn't there as much. I think it will be. It'll have to be, right? I mean, there's always going to be a new generation to go to. I think after Secret Wars and when they do this soft reboot, it will be. Once we get the X-Men going and that goes good, the Fantastic Four is about to come up, I think they'll be breathing in new life. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't think they're rebooting this universe anytime. They've just put in so much effort into it. We're stuck with this universe for like 20 years, 20 more years. And then it's going to be another 10 years after that. Then maybe they'll reboot it. But we'll see. All right. Maybe you can live stream with Double Toasted. They are also funny YouTubers. They live stream on Twitch and are in Texas too. Yeah, like they're around. So maybe one day. They're really funny. I've seen the reviews. They do really good stuff. I just be intimidated. You know, like... This is one embarrassing thing. You guys might know Eric with no K, or what he used to be by Pretty Much It. What was it? Let's see. This is like the dumbest thing I've ever done. Pretty Much It. So they do commentaries. They were YouTubers for a long time. I watch them so much. If you guys don't know the channel, I recommend it. They do very funny commentaries. They just like watch movies and then they commentate over them. But dude, I love watching those videos, and I don't know why I did it. I like shot an email to him, and I was like, "Hey, if you're ever in Texas, man, I'd love to be on a commentary with you." And then he actually hit me back, and he's like, "All right, dude, I'll see you sometime." And I was like, "Never mind." I don't know if I'm that funny. I'm over here thinking I could be funny enough to be on a commentary with him, and then once he goes, "Yeah," I'm like, "I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it." That's how I kind of feel with Double Toasted also. They're very funny. And I think I'm funny, but I'm funny because I'm in a room alone right now talking to a camera, thinking there's people there. Once another human being is in a room with me, yeah. Should I watch Monkey Man with the family? There is a scene where Monkey Man is chased by the criminals and he ends up in a house, a brothel. You can Google what that is, where people are just doing the dirty dances with women, and it's a very funny scene. It's a cool scene because action happens in there. But if you're someone who doesn't like to watch that kind of stuff with your family, you know, a whole house of people, they show people just while Monkey Man's out there going, that's all I'll say, my friend. That's all I'll say. I don't know your family. I'm not even kidding. My dad, we would watch the American Pie movies together. And although it was awkward, we laughed our butts off. And I was like 12, 11 during those times. Okay, Julian M. All right, let's see here. Well, thank you so much for the support, my friend. Have you heard of the possible GXK sequel that will be... Yeah, we just talked about it. We pulled up the Adam Wingard interview. I would love it. That would be so great. And it would make so many people happy because Kong, like I said, I'm a big Kong guy. If he continues to be the main character and person of these movies, I'm not going to complain. But I know Godzilla is a huge draw and has such a large fan base. And Godzilla just feels like such an afterthought, such a minor thing in these team-up movies. Him being more of a focus would be awesome for those fans. And I'd love to see how they would do that. Because so far, I think someone pulled up the time that Godzilla is in each movie. And it's always averaging to like 9 to 10 minutes. And it's like, dude, what if we had a Godzilla movie where he was in it for like 40 minutes? 41 minutes. Let's not get crazy now, right? I think I just broke this chair. Okay. A movie you would want a sequel to. Well, Child's Play 2019. I've always wanted to see what they do with Buddy and what else would happen there. So that movie for sure. I would like a sequel to that. Dude, what's a movie that I've always wanted a sequel? Malignant. Malignant 2. Dude, the things they could have done in that universe with Gabriel and expanding it out. I would love a Malignant 2. Let's see here. Another sequel to a movie I would really... Chronicle. Yes, someone just brought it up as I thought it. Chronicle 2 would be so awesome. I love that first Chronicle. It could have been one of the early, like, superhero, before superhero movies were really big type of thing. That's probably TASM 3. Yeah, I'm just thinking about, like, a franchise that just had one movie or a series that just had one movie. So, Malignant... For sure, Child's Play 2019. Chronicle. I'm trying to see if you guys are bringing out any other good ones. I don't know if I would have wanted a sequel to 2003 Hulk. Dude, Jumanji. I was just thinking about Jumanji the other day because the Robin Williams one was on. And although I like the action version of the Jumanji movies with The Rock and that, I kind of would have loved if they just stuck with the anthology way, the way they made Jumanji, and then Zathura. You guys remember Zathura? The one with Josh Hutcherson? Zathura. Yeah, this one. It's basically Jumanji, but the game is space theme. I felt like that's what they should have done with the Jumanji movies, is just do a different board game with a different theme. So it would have been awesome if they did like a horror movie where the board game was a horror theme. They could do, let's see, a carnival theme? I don't know. They could do something, but like that's what I felt like they should have done. That would have been a lot of fun. I like Zathura a lot, but it was basically space Jumanji. I felt like that's what they should do with the series. I don't know. All right. Do you have hairy cheeks? Let's just say I don't need underwear. Why you never talk about Bad Boys? I did talk about it. I got the receipts, my friend. I got the receipties. Let's go to YouTube, my friends. Let's prove this person wrong. Bad Boys Ride or Die 3C. All right, my friends, where is it? 3C Films. Let me just go to my channel. Let me just... I'm going to prove this boy wrong. I'm not going to know what hit him. Okay, he's got an ad for Old Spice. Okay, I need to take a shower. Okay, I didn't talk about it here. Let me go back to the other video.
Hyundai Tucson versus...
Right there. Okay, what does that say? What does that say? Can you read that to me, my friend? Can you freaking read that to me?
Toyota RAV4.
An ad within an ad. Can you guys believe that?
And what RAV4 doesn't.
Hello there, my movie peeps.
Where's my movie peeps? Bad Boys,
Topics.
Ride
But
or
all right,
Die,
without further ado, let's
right there on the 3C channel. Kachalak and Joaquin Parker. Joaquin, you go watch some more of my videos, Parker.
I'm just kidding, man. I understand. I had to talk about it. I thought the trailer looked fun. I'm excited for the movie. I said this before, and people went crazy. I kind of like Bad Boys 3 more than the first two Bad Boy movies. Okay. Big fan. Now that we're in April with some big movies just releasing back to back, what are your most anticipated for the rest of the year? Let me pull up a list. Movies of 2024. Let's do Wiki, because Wiki always has them all lined up. Okay, so we just did that in March. We're in April now, right? Finally, some better movies. I know Abigail is definitely one of them. I want to see Abigail. Oh, dang, I thought share this tab. Okay. Let's see. Abigail is for sure one. I'm curious about Civil War. Those trailers look really interesting. Damaged. The Woody Woodpecker movie. I can't believe that's actually a real thing. You know, I saw Woody the Woodpecker is apparently very big in frickin' Brazil. So I saw a lot of Brazilian people going, Woody the Woodpecker, what? Abigail for sure is like one of my most anticipated. Challengers with Zendaya, the one with that trailer where it's like, dude, I'm sorry, Tom. I know, man. You was probably hurt like me, but that movie looks really good. I like that for Zendaya. Let's see. What else we got? The Fall Guy, that Ryan Gosling movie where he's like the stunt man. That looks pretty fun. I'll just do a couple of more. Let's see. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's probably my most anticipated right now. Yeah, dude, Kingdom, dude. Every time they play that trailer in theaters, I go crazy. What a wonderful day. Dude, the day I go see that movie, that's all I'm going to be saying. Let me pull up that freaking monkey. It's just, I'm going to be going to Starbucks to get my drink. And then be like, would you like ice, soft top, whipped cream? What a wonderful day. Sir, can you pull up the drive-thru? What a wonderful day. That's going to be me all day, dude. I can't wait. That movie looks so good. And The Strangers. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but I like the way this is looking. I like the way that's looking. But I'm going to go with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That looks so awesome. I just got a thing for monkeys. All right. Nellie Davis sends in some support. Thank you so much, Nellie Davis. All right, what do you think will happen if Don Mancini's new Chucky movie does not make as much or more than Child's Play 2019? It'll probably be crazy. See, my thing is, dude, I just don't know. If it's going to theaters, I really do think the Chucky movies have the potential to earn a lot of money at the box office. About as much as like the Scream franchise, even Michael Myers. Now, that Child's Play movie that came out in 2019 did not do good at the box office. It like barely made a profit and all that, but I understand why. It did not look appealing. It didn't have the original voice characters. It was trying to do something new. It also came out the same weekend as Toy Story 4, which I was like, why'd you do that? So I understand from a marketing standpoint why that movie did not draw in a crowd and get people excited. You give us original Chucky with that iconic voice and all that, you have the potential, I think, to make that Megan money, because Megan made a lot of money for a doll horror movie. But I just don't know, with all the lore bogged down of like, yes, we're going to release this movie, but this movie is connected to 3 seasons of a TV show, 8 other movies. You don't have to watch them, but if you watch them, you'll enjoy this movie a lot more. It's like the MCU problem, you know? Some people just don't want to do that. If it doesn't make money, dude, it's going to be a sad day for Don Mancini. I just don't know how that'll go. I hope it goes good, though. I hope it goes good. I think it'll for sure make more than the 2019 movie. But honestly, it could be a straight-to-streaming movie, too, and that would really break my heart. Do another podcast/stream with the Real Rejects. I would love to, my friend. If they ask me on, I will do it. 3C Films, I saw your cameo in Blood and Honey too. Thank you, man. It was so nice to be in there. You guys are awesome, always tagging me, going like, Chris, you were in the movie. What, 3C? That's the one time my small, niche, little fan base, y'all were all like, hey, I know that fool. He my movie guy. Thank you so much. Hey, Chris, do you plan on attending a secret movie series at Cinemark Monday at 7? I'll be at the Rockwell location. If you come, I'd love to meet you. All right, man. I just don't do anything funny to me, my buddy. Don't do anything funny. I might do that. They always play a little movie ahead of time, and it's probably one I'd love to review on the channel, so I just might. I'll keep that in mind, my friend. Thank you for letting me know. Yo, Chris, any tips on me starting my own film news channel? Yeah, like I said, short form content at first, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and then transition into long form. If you want to go straight into long form, I applaud you. It's a little harder, but hey, do it. I would just say, don't just do movie reviews. There's just so many people who do movie reviews now. It's hard to stand out. Even my movie reviews don't do that good, especially if Stuckman and Jeremy Johns post their reviews. My video ain't gonna get many views. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm like scared right now to look at the analytics for my freaking Monkey Man or The Omen review. I wanted to talk about those movies, but once I saw Stuckman and Jeremy Johns did them already, I was like, my video's gonna tank. But I gotta provide it for the people who still watch me just for me. That means a lot to me. So that'd be my thing. News, yeah, definitely. I would say try to stick a little niche. You know, go for the news that no one wants to talk about. Like one thing that helps me stand out, because obviously I think for a lot of people, I think for a lot of people out there, the movie news guy they like to go to is someone like maybe John Cameo, which is fine. I've watched John Cameo for so many years, learned a lot from just watching him. Disagree with him a lot sometimes on his movie takes, but he's someone that like, he just doesn't like horror movies. I love horror movies. So I feel like I fill in a niche that wasn't really being delivered and talked about all that much. You have that, man. I mean, I don't deliver much Star Wars news. You could do Star Wars stuff or whatever you're actually passionate about, stick to. That'd just be my thoughts. All right, let's go on here. Chief just sends in support. Thank you so much. Angel G sends in some support. Thank you, my friend. What movie are you most hyped for this year? Yeah, so far, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Like, not just because of it's a wonderful day, that ape, but that trailer gets me so excited every time. I feel the emotions rising. It looks good. I can't wait for that movie. Did you hear that Sonic 3 is going to be 2 hours and 26 minutes? I don't know how accurate that is right now because they haven't even cast Shadow. They're still in the process of editing the movie. It's a long way to go. It could be that runtime, but right now I'm not willing to believe that rumor. The SpiderMan fan-made movie is canon to the MCU. Dude, that fan-made movie had me dying, dude. Good job, though. Good job, though. Hey, Chris, did you ever watch Lion King 3? That was one of my favorite Disney movies, by the way. Love the Chucky shirt. Child's Play 3 is the best. Can't wait for the new episodes. Yeah, me too. You know, I don't know if it was just like what I rented in Blockbuster or the way my dad gave me the movies. I wasn't until a long time after that I found out a lot of classic Disney movies had sequels. You know, like Cinderella had 2 sequels to it. Lion King had 2 other movies. Aladdin had 2 other. I never knew that. I just thought they made one iconic movie. It was awesome. It was great. And then I never knew that. So it was like until I was like 13 one day, I was just like, I want to watch Hercules again. And I was like, there was a Hercules TV show? There's a Tarzan TV show? I actually did watch the Tarzan TV show. It was pretty fun. But it's just like, I never knew all that. So I actually never watched a lot of those sequels, my friend. But I hear some people do like them. Funny you should mention Sonic Unleashed because it's John Carpenter's favorite game. Maybe you should stream Sonic X Shadow Generations when it comes out. Oh, I just might then. Good to know. Thank you so much for letting me know about that. All right. Yo, who would you want to play Shredder for TMNT 2? Oh, dude, who would be a good Shredder for TMNT 2? It needs to have like a real... Tony Todd would be awesome, but I feel like they need to get an Asian voice actor. I don't know really many off the top of my head. They got Jackie Chan already as Splinter, and that's so awesome. Could they get Jet Li out of retirement? Is he still doing stuff? All right. Who wins, Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers? Look, it's controversial. I'll just tell you this. As far as like movies and killers go, I kind of like Michael Myers more than Jason. But even with that in my mind, Jason wins. Jason, especially if it's the Jason that's a zombified version, what's Michael going to do? Stab him over and over? That's not going to take Jason down. And, you know, Michael is strong, but Jason has that ungodly rip your arm off strength. You know, Jason wins. but I kind of like Michael more. I'm just being honest. All right, Jeremy Johns is Iron Man, 3C is Spider-Man, Greg Alba is Thor, Chris Stuckman is Cap, Dwayne and Jazz is Vision, and Scarlet Witch Infinity War. Hey, everyone. Since I'm Spider-Man. Thank you for that. That's nice. Wondering if you would review the upcoming movie Mars Express. Also, did you see the Chinese animated movie Deep Sea? Because I think it's one of the movies that has better animation than Spider-Verse. Oh, no. I got to put those on my radar, my friend. Mars Express. I've never heard of this movie. Let me see. Mars Express. 2023 film. Poster looks... Oh, it looks interesting. I like that look for it. Looks nice. Okay, I'll put it on my radar, my friend. Thank you so much for letting me know about these. I have not seen them. Thank you, though. All right. I didn't see FNAF in theaters, but I saw B&H 2 in theaters. So that put you above Map way for me. Oh, dude, that is so funny. Yeah, see, everybody around the world was seeing Matt Pat be a waiter in FNAF go, it's just a theory. And everybody's like, whoa. But the real people, the real connoisseurs of film were in Blood and Honey going, 3C. We had our moments, man. We had our moments. Did you see the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire Firehouse popcorn tins from Regal? I had to get myself one. Love the videos and love to interview you. I did get the ones from AMC. The nearest Regal to me is kind of like an hour and a half. It's a little far, so I don't go to a Regal ever. I don't think I've ever gone one. But I love the Ghostbuster AMC popcorn bucket they had. This one, I did a YouTube short on it. It's on my page. I was surprised with the quality of it, man. I thought it was just such a cool popcorn bucket. But I think Regal's is semi-similar, just without the purple tub top. So yeah, but you said you got the tins. So I'm not much of a tin collector. I think I just have one tin, and that's the one I just reuse over and over. Hey, Chris, I've been watching your videos for over 3 years. Are you sad as well about Batman 2 getting delayed? Yeah, it sucks. I just hope we get some more news on it soon. I'm probably not going to be soon with the delay, but I know the movie's going to be good. The film's going to be good. I just got to be patient with it. I just want to know the story. The rumor is that it is going to be Clayface and that he's going to be like a murderer that is like taking his victims' faces off and wearing them as masks. So he's not going to be the Clayface that like shapeshifts into a monster. Matt Reeves is going with the grounded approach. At least that's the rumor, but we'll see. I just want to see the movie because I love that world. I love Robert Pattinson's Batman. And even if it's grounded and doesn't have those fantastical elements, DCU Batman is right around the corner. And you know that boy's going to have some fantastical elements to him. So, yeah. Okay. Chris, did you see that Godzilla X director wanting to do an homage to Destroya and make him the villain in the next movie, something like that? Yeah, we just talked about that a couple of times here. I love those comments and him wanting to focus on Godzilla. I'm all up for it, especially if Destroya comes in too. It would be cool, and I think Godzilla X Kong is making pretty good money right now, even with some of the negative reviews from critics. I think we're going to get that movie. I just don't know if Adam Wingard is going to get the director chair or not, Predictions. Stay Puft returns for the next Ghostbuster movie. I love Ghostbusters. I love Stay Puft. It's time to let it die, man. I get he's kind of like the mascot, but I thought Slimer was like the mascot, right? We don't need Stay Puft to return. We don't need to keep doing that. But if the movie's good and entertaining, I'll watch it. But I think just Ghostbusters relying on nostalgia needs to be in the past. You just need to focus on creating new and more fun things in the Ghostbusters world. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I answered that question. Thank you, Tyler. Since Pixar's pandemic movies released in cinemas just recently, do you think Artemis Fowl, the one, only Ivan, and Mulan will do the same? I love you, my friend. You're awesome, dude. But Artemis Fowl, I don't think is ever being seen to other human eyes. Is that the movie I'm thinking about? Artemis Fowl. Was it Josh Gad? What is that scene? Is it the... Dude, Artemis Fowl is never seen the light of day again. I don't know what they did in this movie, but the way they had Josh Gad open his mouth like he was the Dune popcorn bucket. I'm sorry. If this is your favorite movie, man, I respect you. I love you. I just remember that scene was everywhere when that movie came out. I don't think they're doing it. Not for the one. What is Only Ivan? I don't think I know of Only Ivan. Only Ivan. Oh, okay. You know what? I do like this movie. It's sweet. It's a cute little movie. It's a movie where Bryan Cranston, I think a zoo is like going out of business or something. He has like a zoo in a mall, I think it is. And he's just protecting these animals for as long as he can. It's a sweet movie. I think it came out on Disney Plus, which is why you're saying that. I don't think these movies will ever see a theater release, though. They just weren't popular enough. Even Mulan. I think Mulan did get her theater release, did it not, though? That one had a simultaneous release. Yeah. Hey, Chris, how do you feel about Winter Soldier being 10 years old? The dude looks at least 30. The good old dad joke there. Gotta check if my wife's pregnant. Okay. It's crazy, you know? It's movies like that, you're like, oh, that just came out like 4 or 5 years ago. 10 years? 10 years? It also puts in perspective, you know, how far, not how far Marvel has fallen, but also just like that was the top peak MCU quality at one point, and it's like, what could you point to in the last 2-3 years that was close to Winter Soldier status, you know? Sad. What is your favorite Dragon Ball Universe villain? Mine's probably Frieza or Moro. I also love the work, man. Definitely have my sub. I really like Majin Buu. I know like his arc has a lot of holes and like doesn't do a lot of stuff, but like I just remember loving Majin Buu in his different forms. I would specifically say like his like adult form, not when he goes into kid, like right before he absorbs Gohan, but all that when he has like that sense. I like Majin Buu. I just think he's like such an evil guy. Cell was cool too. I never understood why they always are bringing back Frieza. Like, yeah, Frieza's cool and he was badass and whatnot, but like, dude, they just love bringing back Frieza. I did like him in the Tournament of Power, though. That was pretty cool. Yeah. So I would say Majin Buu right before he goes to Kid Buu status. Okay. Alleged rumor had Scream 7's original story had Christina Carpenter and Stu's sister Leslie Marker as Ghostface killers. Whether true or not, would you have been your take on the idea? So I heard that too. I remember this popped up as a rumor whenever we found out Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega were not returning for Scream 7. Is someone leaked out that the alleged story was that Christina Carpenter, which is the mom of Sam and Tara, the Carpenter sisters, and Stu's sister, Leslie Marker, were the killers in the movie. I like it, but I just don't know how much sense it makes to have the mom then be the killer wanting to go after the girls. Again, since there's no context of the actual movie and how it plays out, it would have been weird to see a Ghostface trying to kill her own kids, and I know that's like how twisted and crazy they are, but I don't know. The sister angle works for me, like Leslie Marker's sister and stuff like that. That's where Radio Silence really had a weak point in their Scream movies, and why I'm curious what will happen in this new one. Because to me, their movies are really good, but then you get to the reveal and what goes on there, and it feels so formulaic and overdone, especially Scream 6. Scream 6 was amazing up until the mask reveal, and then it all went downhill for me. I do kind of like the motive in 5. Not so much like the reveal, but the motive, toxic fandom and stuff like that, it's very relevant now. It would have worked. I'm just more sad we would have never finished that story. At least we would have gotten Christina Carpenter. Now we probably will never get her. Wonder if she'll show up in the new series, in the new movie, because, I mean, she does have a connection to Sydney, went to high school with her, was dating her boyfriend behind her back and everything. That'd be cool. Okay. Never mind, Chris. The Godzilla vs. Kong director comment. Okay, no worries, my friend. I understand. People send in so many comments. I still appreciate you, Adrian. All right, what's up, Chris? Did you see where A24 announced that Maxine trailer is being released on Monday? Yes, we talked about the very beginning of the live stream. I understand 2 hours in, you probably didn't see that. But, yeah, I cannot wait, man. I'll be talking about it. I'll definitely be talking about it. Chris, any movie series reviews coming out? Maybe for the franchises like Planet of the Apes. Okay. I don't know about Bad Boys. It's just like, I just don't know what I would say other than like, look how ridiculous and Michael Bay this is. I actually do want to see the Planet of the Apes because I've never seen the old movies, like when they were in the actual costumes. I've never even seen the Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes movie that, who directed that? Tim Burton directed that one? Never seen that one either. So I kind of want to go back and see all those older ones and maybe even touch upon the Matt Reeves franchise. The 2 he made and then the one right before that. So that might be one. Alien franchise I'm also thinking about. But yeah, those might be it. Yeah. Hey, Chris, first time joining your live stream. How does a Batman vs. Joker horror-esque film sound? I feel like it would be a brutal banger. Yes, that would be awesome. Even though I feel like just Batman vs. Joker stuff is so overdone. You know, we've already had like kind of the best version of it, at least with the Christopher Nolan one. But a horror-esque version would be cool. I would just still like if you're going to do these solo villain movies, make it from the perspective of the villain. I'd want to see a Joker movie where he's like being chased by Batman and he could be the horror-esque thing, like the fear that Batman brings onto his to the criminals, you know? So we'll see. Daredevil equals woke. JK, don't cancel me. Very funny, my friend. Very funny. Gus just sends in some support. Thank you so much. Guys, you guys are just racking in with the super chats. Okay, I'm gonna need them to just stop. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm just not catching up at all. I really do appreciate the support, though. I really do appreciate the support. I just want to shower and go to bed. I'm so tired. Someone just messaged me. Okay, cool. All right. Have you heard of the Ark animated series on Paramount Plus? I didn't because they didn't market it as good. It's sad. Good shows aren't getting... See, that's the thing with like these streaming shows. They like make them, but they don't want to market them, and they just hope some brat on TikTok watches it and makes a video going, you have to check out this new show. It is insane. 3 million views, and then all of a sudden that show's viral. Someone marketed it for free for them. But other than that, they won't. You know, that's what sucks. Okay. Do you think we'll ever get Scooby-Doo 3? No, unfortunately. I would love to see it. I think we're going to get another high-budget, like, live-action Scooby-Doo movie someday, but it's not going to be with the original crew, and they're not going to bring them all back. Although I would love that. I think it's just a little too late. But one day, live-action Scooby-Doo's coming back, because you just got to. Just got to, right? But not anytime soon. I think next 5 years. I'll say the next 5 years... live-action Scooby-Doo movie. If I don't, I'll eat a dog on camera. Yeah, I said it. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Can you picture what Monkey Man 2 could be about? I don't think there's going to be a Monkey Man 2, man. I don't know if you saw the end of that movie. I guess there could be, right? I guess there could be. I mean, John, too many spoilers already. If they do, it could be fine. The whole point of the movie is he got his revenge on somebody. So the cycle of revenge, it would have to be some other person that he killed along the way who's mad and wants to go after him, and then so forth and so forth. But it was a nice one and done movie. It was a nice one and done movie. There was in work live-action Astro Boy since 2015. I've seen that, yeah, but I don't know if we're ever going to get that. I think they're working on an animated movie, though, right? Yeah. This is a long shot. Hey, Chris, could you watch my short hard comedy for the stream? Mostly comedy. It's called Go to Sleep. Short film, I understand. Yeah, it's just not. It's a little late in the stream to just watch a full short film. But, hey, anybody who's interested in that, check it out, guys. Go to Sleep, short horror film. I like watching those from time to time. I might watch it after the stream, my friend, but it's just a little late in the stream. But thank you, though, for the support. I appreciate that. Super sticker sent in by Tex Vaz. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Chris, the channel's still growing. Now at 258 subs. I hope I can meet you one day. You inspire me, man. Hey, keep it up, Hayden. Keep checking along, man. You'll keep doing great. Cassandra, just in some support. Thank you so much. Indiana Jones game. Already talked about it. Yeah, we talked about it when that trailer came out for the Indiana Jones game. I'm interested in it. The footage seemed a little like, I don't like the first person point of view fight style. Some of it looked a little stiff. And also, I think it's like only on Xbox right now, and I don't have an Xbox. I'm a PlayStation player. So I'll have to wait and see if I get it. If the reviews are crazy good, I'll be willing to get that Xbox just for Indiana Jones 2, for an Indiana Jones game, because I need the taste of Dial of Destiny out of my mouth. That movie kind of disappointed me, unfortunately. All right, let's see here. Pentagram Peter Pan has awesome horror t-shirts. Okay, I'll keep that brand in mind, my friend. I'll check them out. Just ask you anything. Okay, why do hot dogs come in packages of 10 and hot dog buns come in packages of 8? Dude, I know this is like a quote from a movie and something like that. I forget. I forget what the punchline is or what to look up, but it's how they control you, my friend. It's how they keep the secrets away from you. I know that's from like a movie, though. I've heard that so many times before. Yo, 3C Films, you plan on watching Passion of the Christ Resurrections Part 1 when that gets made. Eventually, you don't have to review it. Also split into 2 parts. Split into 2 parts. It's just so funny to think that the story of Christ is like a Part 1, Part 2, like an Infinity War story. Well, how it just ends with like the guy on the nail, and then it goes, I finally rest. I watch the sunrise on this man. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'll see, dude. I just know, because again, I grew up Catholic, so very religious upbringing, forced to do a lot of church stuff. So I saw the Mel Gibson Passion of the Christ movie, and dude, that's just how locked in they had you. I remember watching that movie. I was freaking 8. Why would my parents show me that? I was freaking 8. And you get to the scene in the movie where they're like lynching Christ and all this. And again, your whole life, you're raised to believe this is your God, your worshiper, you're this and that. So I'm 8 years old, just like bawling my eyes out, crying so hard. I remember it so vividly, feeling traumatized, just crying like this. That happened to him? Why no one stop it? How could they do that? Like, I was in tears. And I just remember looking at my dad every couple of minutes in the movie like, why is this happening? Catholics. All right? Okay. Have you watched House of the Dragon, seen season 2? No, I haven't. Never got into Game of the Thronies, but yeah. I hear people like it, though. All right. You've seen the new Kick-Ass news. We get 3 films. Yeah, dude, but it's so confusing because... So I talked about this a couple of times before on the live. So they announced Matthew Vaughn is making 3 Kick-Ass movies, but they're not exactly like what you expect. One is called like High School Fight, and it's about a person who gets in a fight in high school. Then another one is about a stunt man who like they get a job working as stunt people in Hollywood. Then the third movie is the Kick-Ass movie. How does that make sense? It's so weird. I don't even want to get into looking it up, but that's a real thing. They have 3 Kick-Ass movies, and they already filmed the first 2. The first 2 were already made. So they just got to make that third movie that's the Kick-Ass movie. But that's just so weird. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Look it up by yourself. Here, I'll just look up my original tweet, because it, like, really, like, I was like, what is going on? I won't even be a... Kick-Ass Chris Parker. Let's see if it pulls up. Yeah, it's not gonna pull up. Just search Kick-Ass on like my actual main Twitter, and hopefully it'll be there. But it's just too much to explain. It's so weird, but yeah. All right, what movie ideas do you have? Oh, I don't want to share them with the world, man, because one day I believe in these movies and whatnot, but. I mean, I got a couple ideas. I'd like to do a short film. Like I said, my goal, I think, in the next couple of years with the channel is make some short films and just post them on here and see how you guys react to it. Try to do something with that kind of craft because I would like to. But I don't know if I want to share any of my ideas. I feel kind of personal with that. And I'll still want to get into the habit of just like, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Just keep it a secret for now. But you'll see someday. What do you think about the Scream Show concept? Ghostface killing is a cult through the U.S. Sydney and Gail travel to the most cult-corrupted neighborhoods and try to help defeat it. Now, that's not a bad idea, but I don't think Sydney would want to be part of that. unless like her family or something is in danger. Gale definitely would be a part of it. So I think the show would be more Gale and like a crew of camera people, and you can make them as part of the characters under Gale's control. Because Gale would love to do that. She's news reporting and do all that. Sydney would not want to get involved. Unless they're chasing her, Sydney's like, leave me out of it. But it's not a bad idea. How hyped are you for Kingdom of Planet of the Apes? And do you think it will eventually go into the original Planet of the Apes? Yeah, I think that's all where they're leading towards, right? It feels like that's where they're headed towards. I'm very hyped for the movie. I remember when I first heard about it and Disney was taking over 20th Century Studios and they were going to jump off from what Matt Reeves did. I was like, I don't know. Matt Reeves really put his mark on those, but those trailers, man, they get me every time. I get really excited. Chris, will you be going to MegaCon 2025? I don't know, my friend. I don't think I will. I'll have to see who's going. I like to go if other creators I really like and respect are going, because that's like why I went the last time with Sean Chandler, because John Flickinger was going, and that's someone I've like watched all my life. And I was like, I want to meet John Flickinger, and we had a blast. We had so much fun. He was really nice, and Austin Burke was there too. I really like Austin too. So, yeah, but I'll see. Whoever else is going there, yeah, I'll think about it, my friend. Hey, Chris, I'm still excited for Deadpool 3 and Daredevil, but it's so weird that the only films people are excited for are the ones that rely on characters from outside of the MCU. Let me see here. Let me read that again. I'm excited for Deadpool 3 and Daredevil, but it's so weird that only films people are... I think it's just because... I mean, they've just grown stale with the MCU stuff. Like, I'm excited for Daredevil and Deadpool 3, but I mean, even look at the box office right now. Like, Dune is taking over. They made so much money. They announced Dune Messiah is in the works. Then we got Godzilla x Kong is doing pretty good money. I just think people are kind of superheroed out for a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see. Definitely see the change and shift and things people get excited for, though. Love you. Love the channel. I'm just curious, are you still going to live in Texas when you move out, or are you you are the sexiest man alive? Thank you so much. Yes, I'm still staying in Texas. I love Dallas. I used to think growing up I wanted to live in New York or go to LA or some big city like that. Then you travel to those places, and no offense to people who live there, but they just don't, I don't know, it's just different. And I really like the cozy, nice feel of Texas itself, and Dallas I think is nice. Living is still pretty affordable, nice. I'll just tell you this, I would not be able to afford the home I'm going into in California. I'd probably be in an apartment still, even with this successful channel. So I just like the way of living here and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm staying in Texas probably forever. Okay. Top 5 anime and movies. Also, love your channel, my guy. Lives are the best. Always good content. Thank you so much. Top 5 anime. Dude, I need to watch more anime before I give you that. So, I mean, I know I really like Death Note. Obviously, Dragon Ball Z. Attack on Titan. Really big fan of. And then from there, I think that's like the most anime. My Hero Academia. Yeah, I really like that. And then... I know my brothers always tell me to watch Brotherhood Alchemist, I think is what it's called, but I've not seen it yet. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing I used to watch that's an anime. There's got to be something. I know there was like one more thing I saw. Oh, I guess One Punch Man. But that's about it. I need to watch more anime, man. I really do. I really do. But yeah, there you go for that. Would you eat pizza all day? Would eat pizza all day too. Love your videos. Hey, man, glad I'm not alone in that. Glad I am not alone in that. I need to watch Demon Slayer. I hear Hunter x Hunter is good. Like, so many good stuff out there I want to see. All right. Hey, Chris, big fan of the channel. Will you... Oh, yeah, we answered that already. Appreciate you, though, my friend. Do you like to listen to Steven Sanchez? Is he the one where... I think I know who that is. Steven... I only know his one song. It comes on the radio. Steven Sanchez. How is that? What's the name of that song? I know which song you're talking about, though. Until I Found You. I think, yeah, that's a pretty song. It's the only song I know from him. That's because it comes on the radio. But yeah, that one song I really like, my friend. What is your favorite holiday and why? Wife and I love your content. Halloween. You know why. I just love the vibe of Halloween, and I just love the atmosphere. And ever since also I became a homeowner, which is I've been living in this house for 3 years, and I'm going to move there. I used to be sad because it's like, well, I can't trick or treat anymore. I'm a grown man. I'm an adult and all that, and I don't have kids to be taking out trick or treating. But it was something so different about being the guy on the other side of the door, giving the candy to the kids. And dude, I used to think growing up, like, dude, why are these stingy adults only giving me one piece of candy? Give me the big candy. Give me a handful. I found out my first year giving out candy, they're not giving you one piece because they're stingy, they're mean, they don't like kids, whatever. They don't want to run out of candy. The secrets I learned becoming an adult, that happened to me. I was over there, just every kid, handful. I'm making your dreams come true tonight, kids. Oh, you look awesome. Have a happy Halloween. After 5 kids, that bowl was gone, and I was like, oh, shoot. I went overboard. No. So I had to close my door, turn off my lights. I couldn't give any more candy. So then the next year, I became that stingy guy. Here you go. Here you go. Not running out this year. Not running out this year. The things you learn when you're an adult, man. I will say the other sad part about it is I've been noticing less and less trick-or-treaters every year. The first year I was here, tons of them. Really cool, funny little kids in their costumes. Some are horror people, some are superheroes, some are princesses. Next year, a little bit less. And the year after that, way less. First year in my house, so 3 years ago, I probably had like 50, 60 kids come. And then the year after that was probably like 20, 30. Then this recent year, I'm not even kidding, like 8 or 10 kids. It sucks. I'm like, what? Why are these people? Where's all the trick-or-treaters, man? It's so crazy. Hopefully this year's another good year, but we'll see. Okay, hi, Chris. Hi. 3C, the Rizzler confirmed. I am the one who mugs. Somebody edit that. Hey, Titan, love your videos. How big is it? I can ask anything. How many? Oh, dude, why is it back to back the same question? What the heck, man? Hey, let's just say I ain't no Drake. That's all I'm going to say. I looked at that video and I was like, are they all supposed to look like that? Invincible Season 2 spoilers. Like, yeah, we talked a little bit about spoilers. I really liked Season 2. I thought it was really good. I wish the multiverse elements carried through the entirety of the season, and it wasn't just a couple episodes at the beginning and then the final episode here. But even the in-between story, I thought was still really good with the Viltrumite stuff and Mark learning a little bit more about maybe how to go about defeating them, being threatened by them. I like the Alan stuff a lot. The Agent SpiderMan cameo I thought was cool, even though they couldn't get real Spider-Man. I liked it. I liked it. All right. What do you think about the Garfield movie? I'm be so honest with you, and I'm not even being a hater towards Garfield. I think the animation looks nice. It's not even about Chris Pratt. I am not looking forward to the Garfield movie. I know some people are like excited for it, and I was too until I saw what the plot was, and I was like, Garfield gets kidnapped by his dad, voiced by Samuel Jackson, and they have to make a heist? I thought this guy just eats lasagna and hates Mondays. He's robbing banks now? I don't know. I'm honestly not looking forward to it. I hope it's good, though. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. But, yeah, and someone said L plot. I agree. All right, let's see here what else we got. Hey, Chris, met you at the Exorcist Believers screening. A big fan. You got any plans on going to Dallas Comic-Con in June? Gonna meet Sam Raimi. Yes, we always love going to Dallas Fan Expo, which is like the little Comic-Con we have here in Dallas in the summer. I love going to those. I'll always go in costume, too, and it's always nice to meet fans. Sometimes I vlog it. Other times I don't because I just want to enjoy the experience other than focusing on making content. But, yeah, I think I am going to be there. I am planning to be there. I think it'll be fun. Did you hear the Maxine trailer comes out Monday? Yes. Really looking forward to it. I hope it's good. I want this trilogy to end on a high note. All right. Would you ever start a podcast in the future? Maybe. Do you wear wigs? Maybe. Have you 1 week? Sorry, I love that. Podcast in the future. I feel like these are kind of podcast-ish. I don't know what I would do as a podcast because I already talk movie news so much on the channel. To then do a podcast where I'd also do that would feel redundant. So I don't know. I'd have to like think of a real topic, and there's just another thing to devote time to. And I already devote time to the main YouTube channel, then streams, TikToks, all that. I need a helping hand, and I just haven't figured that part out financially. But yeah, maybe. All right, let's go. All right. Can you get your opinion? Can I get your opinion and a quick rate on the Iron Claw and One Love? Okay, I haven't seen One Love yet. Iron Claw was like one of my favorite movies of last year. You guys, I just mentioned in this stream, but you probably didn't hear because it was like an hour ago I said this. Not a wrestling guy. Never watched wrestling. Don't know anything about wrestling. All I knew is Zac Efron like put in work to be in this movie, and it was based on a true story. I went in. I bawled my eyes out. That movie was so well done. I'm so sad it didn't get any Oscar recognition. Zac Efron definitely deserved at least a nomination, but dude, that movie was just so good. I loved it a lot, and that ending, I don't want to give any spoilers, but the ending where like Zac is talking to his kids and all that, and mentioning about his brothers, and like I have a brother who I don't get to see that often because he lives in Corpus, and which is 7 hours away from me, and I'm just like, dude, it hit. Like after the movie ended, I just wanted to call my brother and be like, I love you. I hope you're okay. All right, okay, bye. But I love the Iron Claw. I love the Iron Claw a lot. All right, Phantom just sends in support. Thank you so much. Do you like milk? Milk, MLP. Milk layered Pinocchio. I do like milk layered Pinocchio. Would you ever want to be on I'm a Celebrity? What the heck is that? Is that show where they throw them in the wild? I think I saw something with like Frankie Muniz. Is that thing that you're talking about? I'm a Celebrity? I'm a Celebrity? Yeah, that is. I just saw a clip on TikTok of that where Frankie Muniz. I don't know if I don't think I qualify to even be in this. I've never seen this show. I was just scrolling through TikTok the other day, and I think Frankie Muniz, the guy who was Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle, was on it. I don't even know what the premise is of this show. I just assume they throw them out in the wild and it's like, go fend for yourself. I don't think I'm a big enough celebrity to do this. Oh, do you like My Little Pony? How did I not get that with the profile picture right there? No, I never got into My Little Pony, my friend. I remember the whole brony phenomenon, and I remember when I was going to college, I was taking a speech class, and there was a guy there, interesting looking guy, who was a brony, and he did a whole presentation on being a brony, and I always thought it was like a weird sexual thing, but no, he like explained it in a way where it's like, okay, I can understand why someone's into it, but no, I'm not into My Little Pony. Now I know. Thank you. Okay. Any news on the A24 Backrooms movie? Dude, where is this movie? This is going to be one of those movies that just like the trailer appears one random Tuesday and it comes out in like 3 months or something. But last we heard is A24 was making the Backrooms movie. They hired a 17-year-old who was going to make the movie during his summer break. The only thing I can think of is like this was right before the Hollywood strike. I wonder if that derailed things or if that stopped them from making it or it just didn't end up working. They're like, are we really going to let a 17-year-old make this movie? Maybe it got made, A lot of it like is computerized stuff that the 17-year-old makes. So I'd love to know where it's at. I don't think the movie's going to be what people are expecting, but I want to see it. Hector Rodriguez sends in some support. Thank you so much. What do you think about Scream 7? I've gotten to the point now where I just want to get past the controversy. I feel so bad for Melissa Barrera, but I'm seeing her Hollywood career is looking like it's going to be fine. There was that article saying that, people are looking at her more positively. She's going to be in Abigail, which I'm so looking forward to her in that. She's got 2 other movies coming up. So I'm just hoping Melissa Barrera is fine, and it's sad that she's not going to be in this, but I still like Neve Campbell. I like Kevin Williamson. I want the movie to be good for them, so I'm gonna like see what the movie is, but right now it's just hard for me to get excited for it because I really wanted to see what they were gonna do with the Carpenter sisters. Ready for the return of Sidney Prescott? I am, though. I mean, especially now that she's the main character. Dude, come on. Because, yeah, I was watching Scream 5 like, oh, I want more Sidney. Give me more Sidney. And then Scream 6, we didn't get any. It's still an enjoyable movie, but now we're going to get so much Sidney. That is going to be exciting for sure. Janet Page sends them some support. Thank you so much. Taking my writing test for my license soon. Advice? Dude, I was terrible at that stuff. I get such nervousness. I get so nervous and anxiety filled when other people are like judging me and stuff like that or watching me. So my driving test went terrible. I remember it did so bad. I don't even know if I could explain this. Could I show a picture? This is how this really happened. I'm not even kidding. Parked cars on side. I took a turn. Yeah, okay, something like this. I took a turn during my driving test like a freaking idiot. I took a turn into a road kind of like this where there's cars parked on the side, right? But my dumb butt with like freaking being so anxiety filled, wanting to pass this test, not fail, not do anything wrong, I turn into the street, seeing these parked cars, and I thought this was just traffic. So I got right behind a parked car, and I'm waiting there for the traffic to move. And I kid you not, maybe because the guy didn't realize it either, we were there sitting for like 10 minutes, and I'm just like, man, it's traffic, dude. And then the guy with his clipboard and everything going, I think this is a parked car. And I was like, oh, shit. It was one of the most embarrassing things of my life, but I was just so nervous. But I literally did that. I turned into a street. I thought cars were waiting for traffic or a stoplight or something. I'm just sitting behind a parked car like an idiot. So don't do that. But also just don't be nervous. You're fine. They're lenient. You're gonna do good, my friend. You got some 3C lore out of me though. Okay. What are your thoughts on a sequel for Ready Player One, and how bad do you think the Crow remake will be? I don't know if the Crow remake will be bad. I just think they just set themselves up for failure by doing a remake of the Brandon Crow one. And I know the Brandon Lee one is like already based on the comic and the original story, and maybe they'll flesh it out in different ways, but it's just still gonna be compared to the Brandon Lee version because it's the most iconic one and the only good Crow movie out of all the other ones. I'm gonna give it a shot. But you know, as far as the Ready Player One sequel, I want it, but I want Steven Spielberg to direct it. Doesn't look like he'll direct it, and I don't want them to follow the book. I tried reading the second Ready Player One book. I couldn't get into it, honestly, and I actually kind of like the first book. But yeah, I do want to see a sequel, but I don't want it to focus on what the book did. I want it to be its own original story that builds off what the Steven Spielberg movie did. Okay. Yo, Chris, are you a fan of Monster House? It's way too underrated. Chowder is a... No. Oh, what's that? It's uvula. Oh, so it's a girl house. I freaking yeah, I like Monster House. They used to play it all the time on Cartoon Network when I was growing up. I remember that. I did like that movie. Scooby-Doo live-action horror movie directed by Rob Zombie. Since Scooby-Doo is based on a true story, FYI. Oh, I mean... Dude, Rob Zombie has some interesting takes. You know, he did do that Monsters movie. I didn't even watch it, but I heard it was bad. So he has a little bit of family-friendly up his sleeve. But Rob Zombie Scooby-Doo movie, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Okay. Hey, Chris, have you seen the 1998 horror movie called Milo? You should check it out. It's such an underrated horror movie. I'm hoping they do a remake. Didn't they also make another movie that was like that? I've never seen it. Milo, 1998. I know they made one like something that was like recently. Oh, it looks interesting. Milo. What's the premise of it? Let me just read the quick synopsis. A school teacher races to learn a psychopathic identity as a tiny killer methodically eliminates tormentors. Oh, okay. 33%. I'm in. I'm in. We'll see. Thank you so much for recommending that. Quick Cracks just sends in $1.99. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Thank you so much. let's see here. That's so funny. I freaking just saw this. Let me see if I can find it. What was it? Y'all, let him go to sleep. I'm here for my fans as long as I can, but I do want to go to bed. I'm powering through. Some of these funny questions are keeping me up. All right. Is there a Funko Pop you missed out on you really want? I hate I missed out on the Who Framed Roger Rabbit ones. The only one I did miss out on and that I regret so much because I had it in my cart and then I just thought, nah, I'll get it another time. But then he ended up being worth so much more money was the Samurai Jack 2-pack. I don't know how much it goes for now. Let me look up. But I had this one. I love the Samurai Jack TV show for one. I hope someday they make a live action movie. I don't know how many people would be interested, but it was such a cool show when I was a kid. Basically, the premise of the show was Samurai Jack was a samurai fighting Aku Aku, and he then got sent to the future. Jack Black. I freaking love that show. But yeah, this is the 2-pack I wanted. I thought it was cool, but for some reason I didn't buy it right away, and now it's like $300 if you want to buy it. And I was like, dang, that's the one that got away from me, man. That's the one. But I love Samurai Jack. Have you seen the horror show called From? No, but I've heard good things about that. That's been one that's on my radar, so I do gotta check it out. Let the boy sleep. Take this as a sign, Chris. No, I gotta power through. You guys are supporting me. I want to finish reading the donos. I'm not that tired. I'm awake. Biggest hope for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Shadow to have a gun. I'm not pro gun. I don't even own a gun. I never think I will. But I want Shadow to have one. I just want one scene where he grabs the Glock, points it at the screen, and goes. Honestly, that's the only thing I want. Is just a scene with Shadow having the gun. Hey, Chris, question for you. If A24 got the movie rights to one slasher, who would you want it to be and why this particular slasher? Okay, see, this is tough because I know a lot of, I wouldn't have minded if they got Halloween. I think it would have been interesting for them to do an elevated Halloween. But I would want to pick a slasher that I think, I guess Scream. Because Scream, it's not really about the kills and all that, and it is about the commentary and elevating things, and that's what A24 is really good at, right, is their story and their drama. So Scream, A24 would be a great pairing. Other people like, Freddy Krueger, Jason, they're a little bit more campier, a little bit more fun. I'm sure a Nightmare on Elm Street, A24 could be cool, but I feel like it would be a little too artsy for me, and I just kind of want my, practical effects Nightmare on Elm Street. But we'll see. That's what I would go with Scream. James Gunn just debunked the Superman clone rumor. He didn't, though. That's what we'll talk about tomorrow. That's the Superman video I'll talk about. If you read his words, James Gunn is so careful about the way he phrases things. He didn't debunk the clone Superman rumor. And it could still be wrong. That's definitely the case. We're going to talk about it in the video tomorrow about it. But when I go through it, you'll see what I mean. But he didn't debunk it. Hey, Chris, I don't know. Hey, Chris, I do know you live in Dallas. I live in Houston. Are you excited with Saw 11? And if so, which is your favorite so far? Favorite movie in the Saw franchise, other than the first film, was either Saw 2 or Saw 6. Those are the ones I really liked. But Saw 10, man. It made me a fan again. I was losing hope after Spiral, after Jigsaw, after Saw 3D. They were burning me, man. It was embarrassing to be a Saw fan for a little bit. Saw X came, man. Saw X came and I came. We're going to linger on this for a little bit. So I'm excited for Saw 11, but I'm like, why have they not filmed it? Why have they not filmed it yet, man? The movie needs to come out in September. They got 5-6 months. They got to get going. Okay. Hey, Chris, any movies that you expected it to be bad but turned out great and vice versa? Yeah, Smile. I thought Smile looked like a generic, dumb horror movie where, you know those type of movies where they just put, the one-word title. Turned out to be great. I liked Immaculate a lot. That was another one, just because I don't like religious horror movies. The First Omen, just saw that. I didn't think that was going to be good. Vice versa. Movies I thought were going to be great, but turned out bad. I remember they came out with a new Ring movie where they titled it Rings, and it looked interesting, and they were going to take like a almost meta approach. That movie sucked. I hated Rings. That one, it had the guy Leonard from Big Bang Theory in it. It was bad. I'm trying to think of another one that I was like, oh, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I've told this story before on the channel, but that's a movie I begged my dad to go to. I really wanted to see Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 because I liked the first one. And then he said, no. We got other stuff to do. We don't have time. Da, 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 da. Finally, after me begging and crying, he took us. And that was one of the last times I'll beg anybody to take me to a movie because it was so embarrassing sitting in that theater. And I was upset with the movie because it wasn't good. They were upset because I dragged them to it. So, yeah, that's one of those times. Will you be watching UFC 300? No, unfortunately, my friend. Unless, like, the only real sporting event I'll actually watch is if it's, like, a big one, like the Super Bowl, or if Canelo's fighting. That's about it. I heard that the script for Child's Play 2018 sequel was written and ready to go, but it was ultimately shelved because Orion rebranded themselves to focus on more diverse movies. Such a terrible idea. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened with MGM way long time ago with the first Chucky movie. When they made the first Child's Play movie, MGM was making horror movies. But then after that, they were like, yeah, we don't want to just make horror movies. We want to make other stuff. So then they sold the sequel rights to Universal. And that's when Universal made Child's Play 2, 3, Bride, Seed, all those movies to where we are today. History repeated itself. Do you watch animes dubbed or subbed? Oh, come on, man. I'm going to embarrass myself here, man. I watch them dubbed. I know. Don't judge me. Sometimes I get lazy and I'm eating food and I can't pause to read. I don't care what anyone says, but I love the Cat in the Hat Myers movie. It's a classic. Yes, it definitely made some bold choices, but it works so well and feels like you're in Dr. Seuss's world. Don't know why his wife was freaking out by it. I think it's just because we grew up on it. I'm not sure how old you are, my friend, but I was like, I remember everyone hating that movie, bashing it and whatnot, and it's like, I really like it, and I think it's so funny. You watch it now, some of the jokes in there are so hilarious, so meta, things I didn't understand when I was a kid, but I was like, I get it now, and it's funny. It's funny. I loved Mike Myers in that, man. I wish they would have made another one. Favorite movie in the MonsterVerse? Skull Island. Skull Island is still my favorite one. I like Godzilla x Kong a lot, but I thought Skull Island still did the best of telling a good story with the human characters, great action. Kong, of course, my favorite Titan, so yeah. Hey, Chris, my high school friends and I make a short film called Not So Premium Productions. It would mean the world if you would check it out sometime. We made a Michael Myers short film. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, my friend. I'll keep it in mind. I'll do right here. Not So Premium Productions, all right? I'm making a mental note of it. Thank you. 3C, are you into Halloween Horror Nights? I went to my first Halloween Horror Nights just last year. Made a whole vlog about it. Posted it on the channel. I'm hoping I go again this year. But yeah, I had a really great time. I could never afford those experiences before in the past. So I'm hoping to go again soon. Hey, I love you, bro. My name is Kale. My favorite films are Gladiator, Braveheart, Holdovers, and Logan. Do you like any of those? Yeah, I love all those. Well, actually, I don't know Kale. I've never watched Kale, so I actually have to put that on my list then. Because so far, I do like Gladiator. I love Braveheart. I really dug Holdovers. Logan was great. So yeah, I have to watch Kale then. That's if those movies are like the others, then yeah. All right. I know your Doom popcorn bucket is nice. Oh, it's very nice. She lovely. Does Rotten Tomatoes give you a unique perk now that you're an official critic? Not really. It just lets me review the movies now that I've posted them. But there's no perk that I don't get paid. I don't get any spotlight. The only thing, because I never wanted to be on Rotten Tomatoes or whatnot. I never cared for it because it's like, I'm just a YouTuber giving my opinion. I don't want to be, how do I say it? Acting like I'm such a high-level critic and I went to school for this journalism thing like that. But it got to the point that when I would ask studios for like an advanced screening or a screener to see a movie early, and they'd be like, okay, what's your credentials? And I'm like, YouTuber with 500,000 subscribers? They would not accept me. So I kind of forced myself to have to apply to Rotten Tomatoes, and now that I say Rotten Tomatoes, they go, oh, what would you like? This? Yeah, we could send you 10 Dune popcorn buckets. Whatever you want, mister. I'm in charge here now. But that's about it. You heard any news on Avatar 3? Not just yet. I'm sure James Cameron is hard at work on it, but nothing new yet. I'm excited, though. Have you considered doing a Spanish YouTube channel? What are you, my dad? My dad, that's always my dad's advice. Because, you know, my dad's from Mexico. That's where I was born, too. But my dad, on the beginning of my YouTube channel, that's what he would say. He'd be like, ¿por qué no haces tus videos en español? That way you can get English people and your Spanish people. You could do it all in the same channel and grow. It would not work that way, Dad. If I post a Spanish video on here, it would get so little views and all that. I'd have to make a whole separate channel. But also, I'm slowly becoming a no sabo kid. That's the term we use to shame the kids that spoke Spanish at one point and are now losing it. And yeah, that's true what they say. If you don't use it, you lose it. And ever since I moved out of my house when I was a kid, and I don't speak Spanish every day, my grammar is off, my vocabulary is off, I stutter when I say it now. It's so embarrassing, but I want to get better at it because I obviously want to show it to my kid when I have them, but that's why I kind of don't do any Spanish because my Spanish is not great. It's not great. I can read it. I understand it perfectly. It's just a matter of speaking it that I sometimes have trouble with the grammar part because, yeah, you know. We can ask you anything, okay? Treasure chest or pirate booty? If you know, you know. Pirate booty every day, any day. All respect to the treasure chests out there. They are lovely. I'll always be a pirate booty, man. Top 3 movie theater experiences. Oh, dude. Okay. All Marvel films, basically, because it was No Way Home, just that Spider-Man experience. I went to the theater 3 times. Each time was just awesome with the fans reacting. Avengers Infinity War, because that whole movie, everyone's clapping, cheering, getting insane, and then the movie ends with everyone getting dusted, and the theater was silent. And I just never forget that feeling. We're clapping the whole movie. We're all walking out of here silent. What the hell? And Endgame. Endgame had a lot of clap-worthy moments. All right. Do you keep up with current Dragon Ball? Not the manga stuff. I just don't have time. I'd love to, but I kind of like waiting for the anime to be done, if that's ever gonna do. But no, I'm thinking I might though. I might catch up because I want to see now that Akira Toriyama has passed away. I kind of do want to catch up to the manga stuff. Will there be Back to the Future 4 remake? And if so, would you like one? I would love one. I know it probably won't be great, and there'll be things that'll ruin the old series for me, but I just love the Back to the Future series so much. I would love to see some sort of continuation of that world with those characters, but yeah, there's not going to be one, though. The people who own the rights and the producers, they've said, as long as we're alive, not going to happen. So we're going to have to wait several years. That Cat in the Hat was pretty meh. Pretty much my generation of Howard the Duck. Oh, yeah, see? I don't think I've ever really seen Howard the Duck. I've seen little bits and pieces, but I've not seen the whole thing. I just know that there's duck treasure chest in there. Hey, Chris, can I use the Doom popcorn bucket? No, my friend. She's mine, and she'll always be mine. She would never betray me like that. I'm sure you can't speak of the worst for obvious reasons, but which studio gave you best or unique red carpet treatments? I mean, it's you think it's that special, but not for me. I've never gotten invited to a red carpet premiere or been to a premiere screening and all that. I'm sure if I found the emails and asked around, I could probably get invited, but it's to me it's not worth it. Here in Dallas and stuff, you'll go to one, you've gone to all of them, but there's never been special treatment, and they've never offered to pay me or anything like that. So I don't know. And even if I give a movie a bad review, it's not like they stop inviting me. I've given Sony so many bad reviews with Morbius, Madam Web, other things they've done, and they still will invite me to the next screening. So it's just a lot of superstitious fake things out there. But no, there's never been a worst or any of that. I think just the worst is I think Universal was the last studio that just told me, no, you're a YouTuber. You don't need to come to our screenings, only Rotten Tomatoes. And then I felt so good the day I got Rotten Tomatoes approved. And I was like, I'm Rotten Tomatoes. Let me know when I can see your movie. They probably didn't even know who I was. They're like, yeah, this day, dude. Why you have such an attitude? Any games you want as a movie or show? What's a game? A Crash Bandicoot movie. I actually would love a Crash Bandicoot movie. I love Crash Bandicoot. That was my favorite. That's my first video game I ever played with my dad on the PlayStation 1. I would love a Crash Bandicoot movie. Make it like in the Sonic style. I don't care if you pull him from his universe into our universe and do that cliche thing. I would just love a Crash Bandicoot movie. I think that would be so fun. So I'm going to go Crash Bandicoot. Live action, please. One more question, or rather two more for you, Chris, my boy. What's the top 3 foolproof rules for a successful horror movie? My second question, what snack do you bring to the movies? Cough, cough. Okay. If I had to put it, and again, I've never made a horror movie, so I don't know. Rules. I don't know about top 3, but one, rules. Rules, I think, go such a long way in horror movies. You establish rules for either how to survive, how to defeat, or just how to live in the world. And I'm not even talking about like the Scream rules and stuff. Just like the Nightmare on Elm Street rules. You fall asleep, you're in the dream, you die. In the dream, you get hurt. But then they add on to those rules. They go like, oh, well, Freddy has to have enough kills and have enough power, all right? For Jason, it's the rules. You step onto his camp, you're going to die. Michael Myers, he only comes out during Halloween and things like that. I think rules really help. And it's when you stay true to those rules that I think could be very helpful, or not helpful, but just make the world exciting, because it lets you think about, how could I survive into this world if I follow these rules? If I do, like even in the Saw world, right? If you just follow the rules of the trap, you might survive. You'll leave with no hand, but you'll walk away, right? I think rules is always the fun and interesting thing introduced into a movie. And the last super chat is from Pop Culture with Aaron Rawson.
We have made it to the end, my friend. That was the final one. Bro can finally sleep.
Bro is going to sleep at 7 a.m.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Y'all were amazing. I gave you a nice, extra juicy, long live stream. I was not planning to go that long. If I'm be honest with you, I was tired even before the live stream started. All right, let me see. There's just one that just popped up. I like Hunger Games, Maze Runner, and recently doing. What book series would you like to see get adapted to live action? Clown in the Cornfield. I just finished reading that book. Clown in the Cornfield. Then they got 3 of those. I got to move on to the other 2 books. But yeah, either way, guys, this is the end of the live stream. I love you guys so much. Y'all are the most amazing people ever. Superman news video, hopefully tomorrow, if I'm not just sleeping in from being up all night now. Have a good night, guys. I love y'all. Take care.